2. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Thank y'all so much for waiting. We surely do appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. It is time for some D&D. I hope y'all are having a great night. Players, how are you doing?
Good. Excited.
Hell yeah. Excited to have you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. So much love, so much appreciation. Special shout out to Jordan. Thank you so much for being here at the last minute notice. Saving the day. Coming in, swooping down like a hero.
Extra swoop this time.
Well, super appreciated. Thank you very much. Sol, thank you so much for returning on our Friday games. And Will, thank you so much for being here twice.
Thanks for having me.
Today and tomorrow, you must like be my friend or something, dude. Goddamn. You like hanging out and shit. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all so much, chat, for being here. I think without any further ado, let's introduce our characters as organically as possible tonight. I'm going to kind of lay out some parameters, but we're going to be playing pretty fast and loose. Before we actually get into any of the role play and into the session itself, the only information, the only exposition that I'm really going to do is that you three are members of the crew of the Astral Orchid, which is a spelljamming galleon. For the uninitiated, that's a ship that is capable of traversing the astral sea in between planes in D&D. The Astral Orchid is kind of well known. Oh my goodness, Will, thank you so much for the resub, dude. A year claiming that Dreadlord
nice.
skull.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. So much love. So much appreciation, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, dude. The Astral Orchid is very well regarded as a very fast ship. It's also the premier gem runner. The gem runner meaning it is the sole contract holder between Selenar and a very specific branch of gnomes that live out in the astral sea, kind of sub-attached to the Gith. Not through anything other than like political means. They have an alliance. These gnomes hold the location of a very particular, we'll call it mine. It's, for lack of a better term, an asteroid in the astral sea that has been discovered by these gnomes. They have given this information over to the most well-regarded gemstone expert in the multiverse, Selenar, and Selenar has booked the Astral Orchid to go there, recover basically the main payload, the thing that they found there that is of particular import that everybody's being super hush-hush about, and bring it back to Selenar safely, because all you're really told about it is that if it falls in the wrong hands, it's probably not going to be great. With that being said, we find ourselves in a shop, for lack of a better term. There's this backdrop of an ephemeral wave, all different colors, with this kind of staticky, whitish black fading behind it, resonating throughout this rather large structure. It looks kind of like a tower. It has its own dock set with many different ships, the largest of which we can get a good glimpse of, which is the Astral Orchid itself. It is a long, as I described, galleon with multiple fin-like sails that are meant to catch astral wind and project itself incredibly fast through space. The camera kind of pans inward, and we can see the like someone opening the door at the same time to the interior of this rather luxurious shop, adorned with gemstones, all manner of refinements, and a very fabulous looking drow. He has a streak of multicolored hair running down throughout his normally black hair, and he's holding up a rather large multifaceted gemstone. He sets it down. No, that one's not right. I can't believe I even thought of it for a moment. Let me... Well, I know. Why don't you tell me what you'd like? And why don't we roll a d20 to see who Selenar is talking to?
Got those authentic dice today.
Oh, yeah.
Got this one out of the way. I rolled a 1.
Hey, good job. Rowdy, bud.
I got a 14.
I also got a 14.
Ooh. Do you want to roll off?
Birds go
Sudden
first. Birds go first. Early bird gets the worm.
It's true.
So he looks over the counter. Would you please describe your character for us, Jordan?
Kier is a relatively short, like 4'9", bird-like humanoid, with a abnormally short beak. Doesn't really wear much of any note. Some, normal adventuring gear, but Kier's feathers are impeccably clean. And Kier will lean over the counter a little bit. I'm sorry, what?
Which gemstone is it that you'd like?
Sapphire.
Well, how does this sort your fancy? And he holds you this kind of like inverted diamond-shaped sapphire that catches the light and refracts it in all beautiful manners. He holds it over.
Kier will peck at it gently.
It tastes like static, like electricity, kind of.
This is good.
Take it.
Pocketed.
Is there anything else I can help you with before I attend to your friends here? I suspect the danger you may be running into could be profound. I would hate for myself to send you short.
Kira's already distracted.
Totally fair. Very well. And the two of you, how can I help you?
I'll let you take this one, Will.
All right. So, just like popping out from behind because I'm shorter. You see they would see just over 3 foot goblin with ash gray skin, purple eyes, and just a very white beard, hood pulled over their head. And he would say, "You have any more of those?"
Sapphires. Well, quite a popular pick today, aren't we? Elder, tell me, from where do you hail? He says as he finds another perfect gem.
He like scratches his head. Nowhere?
So, surprised, I suppose, but, well, stranger things have happened, I suppose, as well. He hands you the gem. Is there any other thing that I can help you with?
Are there just like gems like splayed out everywhere?
Oh, yeah. They're like behind like a display case.
Okay, so in the display case, there's like the most perfect of rubies. He's just going to immediately lift his hand up and point and kind of like extend his staff. He's got this staff that's like bone, made of bone. And it is carved out at the top to be kind of like a hand.
Oh, nice.
And kind of points it out towards it, like almost like the hand is reaching out to grab it.
Oh my. Oh. Aren't you a little connoisseur? He reaches down, grabs it. He has to like bend down to get to this one. And very eagerly hands it over. He says, I have a feeling this might have been made for you.
Yes. He's like shaking.
Very well. And you, my good friend.
So Alphonse is a Leonin. He is about 6'8", pretty solidly built. Not all lean muscle, like not what you'd call like a bodybuilder type barbarian, but someone that eats well, drinks well, fights well, carrying a little bit of extra weight, but carries it happily. And in a kind of basso profundo voice, he will say, "I think a ruby and a topaz will do well for me."
Short, sweet, and to the point. Absolutely. He reaches down with both of his hands, just deftly, not even really looking, grabs them, reaches back up, and hands them over. As he does, you can kind of like see his hands are all like scarred up and stuff from all the work that he's done over these years.
Nice.
And my good friend, when you like approach, he like looks straight up at you. You're the tall one, aren't you?
My father is much taller, and so is my mother. It's a bit embarrassing, actually.
I think you're fine. He kind of gives you a smirk as he hands over the rubies. Or not the rubies, I'm sorry, the gemstones.
All right. They will deftly get pocketed, and they will be applied to things later.
Fantastic. Well, it is about this time that you can see from the back room a rather large female half-orc talking with the captain of your vessel. Who's the captain of your vessel?
Not me, for sure. What do we say about like a female dwarf for our captain?
Yes.
Sure. All right.
All right. So, Irina Goldbeard, adorned with a very large, like, doublet that looks very official. You can tell all of the medals that she's got emblazoned on it. And true to her family's namesake, she has her beard, which is bright red, along with the top of her hair, adorned with all manner of gold, silver, platinum, and jewels and refineries. She shakes hands with Scotty, who says, that's the female half-orc, who then says,
"Well, you just make it back in one piece. Then we'll see about that bonus. Ha ha ha."
and kind of like gives the captain a gentle slap on the shoulder. Goldbeard winks at her and says,
Aye, well, let's be on our way then, folks. Have we got what we need?
I think so.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, back aboard we go. It's gonna be a few days' journey. Hope that you brought something interesting to read.
Takes Kira a second to realize that everybody's leaving, and just pulls away from the shinies.
totally fair. So, this is the Astral Orchid in all of its glory. Can you guys see it?
Let's pull it up.
I hope so. I hope it's not being...
Yurt. Yep.
Fantastic.
Sure can.
How do y'all kill a week?
On board a ship, probably trying to stay as busy as I can, climbing the rigging, helping out on what little things I can do. I'm no shipwright, but I am a fairly strong, fairly enduring lad, so yeah, just doing scout work, I guess. And outside of that, yeah, days are long on the ship, but there is time that is to kill, and during that time, I'm going to be draped across like as much rope work as I can, just napping.
Hell
like
yeah.
in the most inconvenient place possible. Ever. At all. Just 400 odd pounds of lion man draped across, like whatever's important. If there's a map room, I'm probably laying on it. Fuck them.
Knocking glasses off the table.
I think we're
What are you going to do
establishing
about it?
some pretty awesome Leonin lore. Cat folk are the only kind that can willingly go to sleep in the astral sea. That seems reasonable to me.
Oh, God.
Awesome. That's awesome. Jay, what are your plans to kill time with?
I want to know everything about everybody on board. So, a good bit of just being generally creepy and listening in on conversations. Making myself just useful enough to keep around and dissuade others from calling out my creepiness. So minor repairs, pointing out like while I'm snooping around, oh, like that mask cracked, big crack. Um, and cooking. Kira is actually a surprisingly good cook.
Very good. Very well. Interesting note, you don't have to eat in the astral sea, but that doesn't mean that you can't. You can still eat just for the sheer enjoyment of it. Wonderful. Will, what are your plans for killing time on the vessel?
Oh, I would have found some nook somewhere down below deck that no one else would even suspect to kind of look for me, kind of somewhere where I can just barely fit in. And down there would be a ton of like different types of food. It would just be like a hoarding place for like food scraps. And seeing as that I can pretty much go invisible whenever I want, I would have a lot of stolen food down there. And I would just kind of hang out down there, and people wouldn't really see much of me unless I was on the on deck at the very front, like Titanic style.
Yeah, totally.
That's my other hangout spot.
I'm flying, Jack.
I swear to God, I'm not painting you like any girls, French or otherwise. Not happening. You keep that hood and that cowl drawn. I swear to God.
Oh, the hood is always on.
The hood stays on.
The hood is always on. There's little slits cut for his ears too, so his ears are just poking out.
Oh,
Beautiful.
hell yeah. Absolute G. Hell yeah. Well, good to know. So there's nothing important that we need to be bringing on board with you. So without further ado, we can see the gangway being pulled from the ship. We can see the Astral Orca beginning to take off. And as it pulls clear from the gravity field, we can see its sails beginning to unfurl until, like a large flower, the sails that wrap around and kind of spread around its structure are filled with astral wind and propel it to the speed of 100 million miles a day.
Okay.
That's
some fierce acceleration.
That's spelljamming.
Yep.
That's why I'm on the front of the ship. Ears blown in the wind. Is there wind?
No. There actually wouldn't be wind.
I would wiggle my ears just to make it look like it.
That's fair.
Nice.
The way that it functions, curiously enough, for those of you who might want to know, there's a localized gravity plane around the center or bottom of the ship. In this case, it would be the bottom because the galleon is large enough that if you put a gravity plane in the middle, it would just kind of rip everything.
Please do not.
Yeah. So, and then it also has an air bubble of pockets of air that it can carry for when it's traveling through real space. You're traveling through the astral sea, so you don't really need to worry about breathing. The air bubble is not really being used for anything in particular, but you're traveling fast as fuck. Absolutely.
During this time, I will equip my gems that I need. One is going into my breastplate. I've got a weather-beaten and scarred breastplate. It used to have a stylized minotaur head on it, but one of the horns is seriously notched, and I've put a notch into that horn for every opponent I've taken. And one of the eyes is completely carved out, basically, by an axe hit that I took to the chest in a particularly notable fight. The topaz goes in the other eye socket. So that's where that goes. And the ruby goes on the brow of my helmet. That That's why I didn't put it on in Selenar's, because it's rude to wear armor into someone's shop. That's just kind of a dick move. Yeah, that's where they're going. So
You said those were perfect gems?
One of them has the capacity to be. The other one is the tier down from that, which is
Excellent.
excellent indeed. Yeah,
I actually just went with 2 excellence and then picked up a breastplate with the other cash.
that's okay. Cool beans. Totally valid. For those of you wondering where the Selenar's bit comes in, it's right here. Our heroes are getting to use the good bits throughout the adventure instead of it being loot at the end, because I feel like it would be way cooler to show what this stuff does. Would you mind telling us what your stuff does one at a time, starting with Soul, I guess, because you already said where you put it.
So Selenar's is an expansion from Awfully Queer Heroes. It allows you to socket gems and runes into your armor and equipment. If you've ever played Diablo, it reminds me of that, which is one of the reasons why I'm super hype about it, because this is something that I am really a big fan of. In my case, I've got a topaz in my breastplate, which gives me a bonus to my armor class, and I also have a ruby in my helmet, which gives me a bonus to my hit points. These are not insignificant bonuses either. The armor bonus is, I think it's a +3 for the excellent, and the HP bonus is +25. So these are not inconsequential. For a barbarian, this is going to make me tanky as hell. And yes, I did go the cheeseball route, and I am a bear barbarian, though I've reflavored it to be rhinoceros because, Serengeti. But I just wanted to be tanky and take the hits, so that's what I'm doing.
Wonderful. Dude, awesome. Love it. Jay, you want to tell us what you picked?
Kier has a socketed belt. Nothing particularly special about this belt. It is leather, but it does have one of those lovely little sockets in it, which is currently rocking a perfect sapphire that bumps my wisdom up by 3 points.
Ooh.
Which, as a cleric, that's going to be fun.
Good
My
lords.
other sapphire, it's an excellent sapphire, and that is in a necklace, giving me 50 feet of telepathy. So you can hear my scraws in your brain anytime I want.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. Hell yeah.
I'm not excited about hearing brain scraws. I'm gonna be honest. Although it does make it easier to communicate with the Kenku, so you don't have to soundboard.
True. Didn't have to spend 10 hours on Stream Deck beforehand setting up different sound effects. That's awesome. Very cool, very cool. Will, what did you pick, buddy?
Yeah. Quick side note, I have telepathy as well. 30 feet and just at all times. So that's very interesting.
Are you a Gulak? You're a Gulak, aren't you?
I am.
Beautiful.
And I picked out a perfect ruby. That was the ruby that I picked out. And that one is placed like underneath it's socketed in underneath one of the folds of my headpiece. And that is giving me plus 33 HP.
Damn.
Wow. That's my entire life force.
Yeah, that is not insignificant at all. And then my chest armor has a kind of strap going along it that kind of holds the shoulder part down. In that strap, placed in there is that excellent sapphire. And that one allows me to take 2 level 1 spells, and those spells become cantrips.
Which is amazing.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So currently, just to kind of tell you how crazy it is, I have Armor of Agathis on there, and Dissonant Whispers, which is like 3d6
Very nice.
damage. That I can just do those whenever I want. So
awesome.
yeah.
Hey, while we're talking about that, for the purposes of this, because I didn't look into any of the spellcasting, are they just treated as cantrips, or are they actually cantrips? Like, can you cast a real spell and a cantrip with that combo, or?
It just says that they're cantrips, so I mean, I assume that they're treated as cantrips.
Shit. Okay.
Which,
Fucking
yeah.
awesome. Holy
So
shit.
so seeing is like that's not a small bonus. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's pretty big.
That's powerful.
Especially when you when you mix in the fact that I can also cast mage armor at will because of my invocations. Yeah, I'm a sturdy boy for being a gobbo.
And also the fact that warlocks have no spell slots.
Yeah, that too.
Cantrips are godlike.
Yes.
That's nice. I hadn't even thought about that. That's so cool.
That is very creative, Will. That's some excellent thinking, buddy. Hell yeah. Y'all made some awesome decisions there. I am super stoked to see how this plays out. I'm gonna throw in my 2 cents on the stuff before we just launch headlong into it. I'm a huge fan. I'm not being paid to say that. I am being promoted to say it, but I would be saying that even if I wasn't. You can expect to see all this good stuff in Death Roll specifically because we like really high-powered shit in a high-level campaign, and probably even trickles into Covet because I just like supplementary materials. I like really cool customization stuff, and I always feel like gemstones should have more of a purpose than just liquid currency in 5e, and this gives you the opportunity to do that, and I think that's fucking cool. So, shoutouts to Scald, shoutouts to Cal, Awfully Queer Heroes, y'all fucking rule. Y'all did amazing job with the supplement. Fantastic stuff. Thank you for leaking that, Soul. Much appreciated, buddy. All right, so can I get perception checks from everybody?
Feast or famine with this die. I got a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Okay. Perception checks are not my strong suit. Not my strong suit.
19.
Still didn't do too bad. 15.
Wow. Okay. Very, very good. So, I'm going to describe this in least to most detail in the reverse order of what it was just divulged to me. Okay. Amidst one of your naps, up in the I guess you could say the ropes, you get this this feeling like the rope that you're laying on is being pulled on one day, and when you kind of like, however you would do it, whether subtly or abruptly, you can see someone making their way into the crow's nest.
Okay.
Upon further investigation, however, there is no one there.
So I saw someone go into the crow's nest.
Mm-hmm.
But when I poke my head over, there's no one in the crow's nest.
That's correct.
I blame the goblin. What is your name, by the way? Will, what's your character's name? I don't know that I caught that.
My name is Drork.
Drork?
Yes. D-R-O-K. It's like dork with the O and the R flipped.
I'm just envisioning Bjork now, and I don't know that I can get my head around that anymore. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to blame Drork. That weird little guy in his ears.
Totally fair. Jay, upon your eavesdropping and kind of breaks between cooking for the sheer fun of something to relieve boredom with, you overhear a couple of the crew members talking about a couple of the cannonballs going missing. And when I say a couple, I mean like a whole rack full of them, like a whole full estate's worth. They
Where
looked,
did they?
you're going to talk to them?
Yeah, I'll just gonna like pop out from I don't know, the like random perch somewhere about 16 feet above them, and just where?
Oh shit! Oh god, you scare me each time you do that. Yeah, I don't really know. It was in the large lower deck. You know where all the cannons are for the broadsides. I don't really know beyond that. These are 6-inch cannonballs, by the way. These are huge and heavy.
Wait, where? How? Okay, take me there.
Oh, okay. The two crewmates walk you into the lower deck where you can see, like, there should be, kind of, as you can see on the upper deck, those triangles of cannonballs stacked atop one another. There is a triangle and no cannonballs in it.
Okay, you can go.
They leave.
I will snoop around and just see if there's anything else out of place.
Sure. What would you like to roll for that?
That is a very good question. I would like to roll something that I'm proficient in, so I have insight.
Okay. Okay. I could see how you could use insight here to your advantage. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. That or sleight of hand. But I don't
I think
think sleight of
insight's
hand
probably
is...
more fitting.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, for me, that is a thing that I did not actually put my bonuses into. I have a +6 in that. Cool. Which gives me a 17.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. So, a reasoning that you could surmise for something like armaments going missing is someone purposefully trying to disarm the orchid.
Who would do such thing?
That's kind of a tough question to answer.
Have I overheard anyone speaking ill of our mission or crewmates, myself excluded?
Why don't you give me an investigation check for that one?
Okay, that one I'm not good at. Oh, intelligence. That's a 1.
Oof.
That's a 6.
Head empty, only bird seed.
It rattles when you shake it.
Yeah, there's not really anybody that's bad-mouthed or had anything negative to say. Everybody's paid really well to do this. It's kind of an inherently dangerous job sailing through the astral sea, and Irene Goldbeard is not frugal with the payouts. Everybody gets bonuses, typically.
Okay, I will go to Irene.
Yeah, you find Irene Goldbeard sitting at the spelljamming helm. Kind of focused. You can see this like tattoo along her brow, illuminated as she's channeling her capacity for spell casting into the spelljamming helm. Kind of sits directly below the rear crow's nest on the map. She like opens one of her eyes and like looks at you. Yes.
Captain Goldbeard. Things are missing. Brown things. Ah! Cannonballs.
Cannonballs? What do you mean cannonballs are missing?
They're gone. Whole stack.
The ship just violently slows down, and once it's at a safe, like, coasting velocity, she stands up.
Not on my ship, they're not.
And immediately makes her way below deck. She has all the crewmates rounded up at a very quick use of the magic mouth spell. And once they're all assembled, one by one, she looks them up and down. She's cast Detect Magic on herself. She's looking them over. And after about an hour, she dismisses the crewmates, and with you and with the Leonin and with the Gabo held back, she says,
"This is most disconcerting. Who'd try to disarm the orchid?"
I will. So, Kanku have mimicry. They can perfectly imitate things that they've heard. So I will fill like the exact words that the shipmates said.
Yeah, so she listens intently.
Well, we were warned that this was going to be a dangerous mission, but I thought that the danger would be something we'd come across. It's entirely possible we've had a target placed on our backs from the moment we left that tower.
Uneasy feather ruffling.
I need you three to look into it. Can you do that for me?
Where?
I guess. Wow. Voice crack. While I was doing a voice.
It was fitting. It's fine.
It was fitting. It's a goblet. She says,
Bring any news you find to me. I'll make sure you're handsomely rewarded when we catch the rat bastards that are sabotaging our mission.
Shiny, 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 shiny.
yeah, she leaves to go back up to the helm.
That's two of us.
So, Will, before I say what Will experiences in his lonesome, is there any information that you guys exchange between your characters? Or do you just skip the roleplay and say that you exchange everything?
Oh, no, I'll definitely pitch in that while I was napping, something disturbed the rigging. I saw someone get into the crow's nest, but when I looked, there was no one there. I didn't get a good look of who it was beforehand.
Me.
Just like looking at you dumbfounded, like feeling the pressure as I'm sure you're looking at me. Like, was it you? And I'm just staring you down, not saying anything.
Very well then.
Parting from one another's company, you would estimate 12 planetary hours later, Will, resting upon your mound of scrap food, you feel the bottom being tugged, and the whole mound just comes spilling out from under you, with your body included, riding out from behind the curtain. It's kind of all piled up behind, as a piece of old baked potato is like gobbled up into nothingness. It just becomes like, you can see like a chomp being taken out of it, another chomp being taken out of it, and then it's invisible or gone.
I go, ah! And just like try to whack at it.
Oh, can I have an attack roll with disadvantage, please?
Sure can. 18 and 9. What is my attack with the staff? 9 plus something.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So go ahead and give me damage on that, please.
1 moment, please. The only thing I didn't put on my sheet because I thought I would never use it.
I thought you were going to say that your damage was 1.
I'm sitting here doing the exact same thing. Like, I should figure out what my... I have talons, I think.
Nope.
I'm actually using a fucking book in my hands? Whoa, we are old schooling it up, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. 4?
What? Well done.
Okay, I need to roll a... Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You you thwack, and this strange, like, knee-high to you little creature with, like, these, like, 7 different horns crisscrossing all along his back and spine, these vestigial little wings that, like, sprout up and cannot carry him at all, and this bulbous, scaly skin that covers this, like, reptilian form with these little jagged claws as he stands up on bipedal legs.
Curse you, you demon, you rascal! How dare you!
He poofs once you smack him into reappearance.
So he's there in front of me?
Yeah, he's looking quite perturbed.
Seeing as this thing is pretty small, I want to try and trap it underneath the arm, the like claw that I have carved out in my staff.
Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Let's roll initiative.
Okay. 12.
You go first. So that would be an attack roll with an attempt to grapple.
That would be a dirty 20.
Definitely a hit. So now opposed strength checks. Strength athletics.
Yeah, so about that -1 strength. Let's get it. Yeah, that's a 7.
He rolled a total of 12. He rolled a 15, and he's got a -3 modifier.
It's impressive.
Battle of the Titans here. I'm imagining Duel of the Fates playing. Dun, 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 dun.
Just as the fever pitch reaches its zenith, the claw pumps down onto this little creature who hisses and shrieks.
Unhand me, you fell cretin! You should know your place! Beneath the heel of my foot, begging for mercy! I'll devour you one day, I swear it!
Horrible. Can we keep it?
So do I have this thing trapped or no?
It is now its turn.
Okay.
It is going to use its action to polymorph into a centipede. It, now sized tiny, or I guess it would be smaller than tiny, he begins to, like, weasel out from the clawed fingers much slower. He's like, so you could just, like, take steps to, like, keep up with him as he's like, you can hear this little scream on the ground.
Using my telepathy, anyone within 30 feet of me is just gonna hear, ow, demon, devil, creature, thing crawling.
Yeah, you can hear the sound of footsteps running down the corridor. They're going to be here at the end of next round. What are you going to use your action to do this turn?
I will, ooh. It could start blasting, but I don't really want to do that. So I will go invisible and stand and just, like, keep up with it. Stand, like, basically on top of it without stepping on it and just follow it around.
Okay. So he wriggles and writhes, and then all of a sudden he stops and looks around. We can see, like, in subtitles that, like, at first it's these, like, eldritch abyssal glyphs that, like, hurt your eyes to look at, but then they quickly, like, change over into English. It says, like, where did that cursed beast go? Is he still here? And, like, we can see the little antennae, like, twiggling here and there. I think I scared him off. Yeah, I definitely scared him off. And he poofs back into his regular form, and then, like, looks around, sniffs the air, licks it, and then, like, very quickly scuttles over to the wall because he can hear people, like, running down the hall. And he looks like on his next turn, you can already see his skin starting to chameleon to the same shade as the wood behind him. He's not invisible yet, but that's what he's going to do on his next turn. As the crewmen run in with their sabers drawn,
Demon, you said, Gobbo. Where is it? Why is all that food on the ground?
They just see a pile of food that's like sticking out halfway from the behind a curtain, and then they don't see me because I'm invisible. So it's just like, what the?
they're frantically looking around for the source of this outcry, and you can see the little closet starting to get ready to scuttle up around the door frame. You're gonna go before him.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna blast it.
All right, give me an attack roll.
All right. Spell attack. 19 plus 6? 25.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That is a
Yep, no. Go ahead. You're good. Magic resistance
D10,
is only on saves.
which I rolled 9.
Oh, what spell are you using?
Eldritch Blast.
Describe to me the destruction of this creature, please.
So I'd like to think these guys are pretty much around where I am, and I just kind of pop into existence right there next to him, and my staff is already like pointed out towards the creature that they're looking for, and I'm like, right there. And this right when I say there, it's just a beam of this like black crackly energy shoots out and hits it just square on, and it just kind of pops.
Oh yeah, with a popping sound, he poofs into this like silvery mist and is just completely gone. The two crewmates, one of them shrieks with surprise. The other one like freaks out, does like a backwards somersault to get away from you, and then they lower their weapons like, oh, it's you. What the hell is that?
It's a little creature, devil, demon thing. You saw it, right? It had all that food.
This demon had all of this food?
And who knows what else?
Give me deception roll with disadvantage, please. Or with advantage, excuse me. With advantage.
Advantage, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Where's my sheet? Deception is a charisma, so I got a 22.
Very nice.
These foul creatures, first they seem to want to disarm us, and now they seem to lower our morale by taking away the only thing that makes us mortals. Eating. You've done a great thing here today, small one.
They pat you on the shoulder.
I just like look up at him almost like cartoon eyes for a second. Just like, I know I got away with one. And I just like nod my head. And I'm like, day's work.
Glad you're on our side. Ha! See if some foul demon sticks his head around here. Our little friend is gonna show him what for.
They're like joking and ribbing each other as they leave the room.
I finished that potato.
You see the potato on the ground that has been nibbled on by this demon, and down it goes. Yeah, all right. So, as As the astral orchid begins to slow its travel, we can see off in the distance, getting closer very, very rapidly, this large field of asteroids. And once you get close enough, you can tell that the majority of the actual, like, quote unquote rock itself, it doesn't seem to be made of rock. In fact, it seems like it's these huge pieces of bone and flesh from some anciently dead creature. As the vessel veers in safely through this field, we can see at the very center of it this massive black structure that seems to have a small dock and a crane on it. The asteroid, for lack of a better term, very faintly pulses with light from every color of the rainbow. It's as if it like goes all around it, and it's very slow, it's very gradual, and it doesn't happen very frequently, but the travel time is sufficient that you're able to get that from it. And as the ship is approaching, Goldbeard summons you all to the deck, where she says,
Now, this is where we're expecting trouble. The handoff, I can't anticipate it'll be any sort of cakewalk. I'm expecting you three. What have you brought?
Don't have cake.
I mean, what information have you found?
So Kier would have been like just kind of like ticking around the ship, and I'm assuming didn't really find anything. So they'll mention a particularly stubborn mouse, but nothing else.
Vermin.
Sorry, Captain Goldbeard.
It's all right. What about the rest of you?
I found nothing.
There was this little devil demon thing. Came out of nowhere, turned into a bug. I blasted it though.
A demon? Truly?
Yeah, little bugger. Oh, yay. Put my hand down as far as it can go.
What do you folks make of something like that?
Something like that.
I have my theories, but I'd rather hear yours first.
So I don't have anything in religion, but like since trickster cleric, like maybe there's something that I overheard from someone more devout than I.
sure, you can roll religion.
Come on, +1 intelligence.
You can
That's
actually
a
make it
12.
based on wisdom.
That's a 14.
So, lower level demons are very easily pressed into service by somebody that's capable of summoning them.
Did it Did it mention anything of a master?
No. Seems hungry though.
Maybe master is dead. Master's not feeding it.
Goldbeard taps her chin for a moment.
But demons don't need to eat. Astral seer, no. What was it doing then?
Must have been after something. What would they do with cannonballs?
Master Leonin, what do you make of this? You've seen many wars. Certainly you know sabotage when you see it.
I do not know much of demons, but if we are missing weapons and that foul creature was partaking of our foods, this does strike me as sabotage. But to do something like this, he kind of casts his gaze outward across the astral sea. I believe that they would have to be close, perhaps even on this vessel.
I'm going to have all crewmates that aren't directly hauling this treasure on board locked down and confined to their quarters. Anyone that's seen moving about will be apprehended. I want you to show no mercy to whatever we might come across. If you have a bad feeling about it, it's probably bad.
I'll stare at the goblin.
He's fine.
Keep staring at the goblin.
How did you come into service of the Astral Orchid there, Will?
Well, Drook has the adopted background, so I would assume he was just kind of picked up for service at some point, probably early on. It's probably made the ship his home for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. So she would say,
Drock's been on board for 20 years. You wouldn't know it by looking at him. Think probably more like 200. But either way, we're all 200 someday. I reached that 500 years ago. But you wouldn't know that because, well, Astral Sea. Anyway, you see anything funny, cut it down, bring its head to me.
Alphonse will nod and loosen his great sword in his scabbard, roll his shoulders. As you say.
the Spelljammer finishes its slowing towards the dock. We can see some mooring lines being thrown out to the crewmen who tie it around the posts and begin pulling themselves and the entirety of the ship into the dock. And as the gangplank is lowered, and we can see a couple of varied species and folks making their way outside, most of them looking kind of grubby from mining work, but happy-ish nonetheless. In the middle of them, we can see a gemstone dragonborn of the emerald variety, very official, wearing this like ornate robe with a multitude of like colors that you would all the magically inclined here would be capable of denoting as having belonging to a wizard order and being pretty high in their ranking. The emerald dragon kind of like floats towards the gangway where Captain Goldbeard is like standing up at the top of like,
do your best. I believe in ye.
and that's where we're going to take our first break for the evening, folks.
All right.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10. We will be right back with more Gem Runners. 2. Welcome back, everybody. Thank y'all for being patient on that brief intermission. I hope that you got something good to eat. I hope you got something hydrating to drink or something fun to drink. So,
Hydration's important.
indeed, indubitably, it is. Could y'all do me a favor, see if you can control these little tokens on the map?
Tokens.
Pulling it up right now.
Nice. Okay, I'm just going to turn on free movement mode. There you go.
Cool.
So-
Rook, you were looking rad, dude.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
You should see the full picture.
Oh yeah.
I got booted from Fantasy Grounds.
Oh. Did you get the password? It's I'll put it in chat real quick.
Yeah.
Technical issues.
Pardon. I thought I had it figured out.
No worries.
Fantasy Grounds is cloud-based, so interruption of service happens.
Yeah. All the time. It is known.
It is known.
I think I just managed to get my right shoulder back into socket.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Pog.
Right?
So, this Emerald Dragonborn pulls back his hood, revealing a ornate display of this large ring-like horn structure that
Oh, cool.
it like comes off at the brow, and then there's a separation where the rest of the ring is like kind of floating in place. And as he turns his head to bow to each of you individually, this ring turns with him. He, upon finishing the final of his greetings, he says, welcome to Arshasalam. I am Emigers. It is a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. We have had some unsettling affairs on the trip, so I apologize for coming so armed. Kind of gesture at the armaments that I'm bedecked with.
You can hear a voice in your mind, all three of you, as if it's just responding straight to Soul. Apologize not. This mission was deemed dangerous from the start. Such is why such matters could not be entrusted to any old crew, and we had to hire you specifically.
Alphonse will nod his head a little bit. Realize that, saying that out loud probably wasn't the smartest thing either.
He reads that like off of your surface emotions. Feel no shame. Such matters are perhaps best to be brought to light. He's now saying this out loud. Come, I shall show you our inner Sicilian. And let me drop the map for Jay real quick. Plan. And he's going to lead you inside.
Hey!
So I'll just bloop on in here.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the map. Getting it all zoomed and moved and stuff. Not super familiar with.
Sorry. If you click with the mouse wheel, it lets you like move the map around.
Mouse wheel, that's what I didn't try. I'm like, Control, Shift, Alt, Tab?
Sorry.
Mouse wheel.
Guilty.
Alright, I'm good.
So
I do like Fantasy Grounds, so it's pretty good VTT.
it's good for the things that it's good for. And then there's some things that it's like you don't even need Fantasy Grounds for. You might just be better off rolling physical dice yourself, you know?
Right. This is a cool map though, dude.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. So as you are led inside, you can see that the source of this power seems to be coming from in here. You can all very much taste the staticky taste you're used to being almost overwhelmed by whenever you're in the presence of magic. Except in this case, it's like it's almost overwhelming. Not to the degree where you feel like you're going to be harmed by it, but you can see the lighting that I described from the outside, and here it's significantly brighter. It's tracing along the wall of these crystals, shifting with color as it moves from one to another.
So,
go ahead.
So there's like a bunch of coruscating rainbow light
Yep.
that we can taste?
Yeah.
So we're tasting the rainbow.
Yeah, you're tasting the rainbow right now. We're
Just
getting
had to-
gay as
had
fuck
to-
tonight.
Had to get that in there.
Yeah, it's by visibility day, so just kidding.
Hey, bi visibility day. Shout out to all my bi friends.
That's me.
Oh, you're one of my bi friends. Yay.
So as the wizard, for lack of a better term, finishes leading you into the dead center, he like turns around and says, "You can see why this place is sacred to us. I'm sure you can tell why we go to great lengths to hide its locality."
What is all of this? And Alphonse will kind of gesture with a claw kind of at the walls and like try and track some of the color.
This is perhaps grave is the wrong word, but this is what remains of Phobos, the last attempted great worm. The majority of its body is lost to us in some place outside of space and time, hidden from our eyes, but the heart is what you are in right now.
Alphonse will kind of look around with a little bit of newfound respect that day.
So, as he kind of unfolds this black cloth on the ground here, he incants a spell, and you can see something from within begin to light up. And as it rises up, there is this perfect amethyst orb, and it is absolutely fucking massive. It's the size of a halfling. And
Wow.
you can tell that the only thing that's like actually moving this is the overwhelming psionic force that is being channeled through this place and into the orb itself through the conduit of this wizard. He begins moving it into this large crate that other workers nearby very quickly nail down the sides and begin wheeling out and towards the dock. I would damn you to tell you what it is your cargo is. Perhaps it's best that none here truly know. He's folding up the portable hole at this point. As he kind of puts it away in his pocket, he says, "Take great care that no harm comes to it. I promise you that whomsoever seeks to claim this from you will do so with vengeance and darkness."
I'll nod gravely. I hope some of the other player characters like have more charisma than me, because I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, guys.
Charisma,
I have 10.
surprisingly. I'm sitting on 16.
Yeah, someone please do some talking. Get me out of here.
Sorry, I'm still having issues trying to get fantasy grounds rolling.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
It's all good.
So we saw this giant orb be put into a crate.
Yeah.
I want to touch the orb so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sleep on the crate. I'm just being real here.
So is it like closed up at this point?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
You can try to touch it beforehand if you'd like.
I would like to attempt to touch the orb.
My God.
Please make a sleight of hand check.
What's your wisdom? Why is this happening to me now? What are you gonna get us into?
Hey, I like shiny things.
That's why we're friends.
You and the king.
Oh boy, such good rolls. I just love it.
That's
I rolled an
not
18
encouraging, Will.
plus. No, that was a good one.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't no sarcasm there. I rolled an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Nobody's gonna see you doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Please roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save.
Grew up in a strange orb
Not
of a
fair.
god. That's rude.
12 plus 6, 18.
Your mind doesn't get scrambled like an egg. That's great. You can feel an overwhelming psychological and spiritual presence coming into contact with you, like before you even touch it. But like when you go through and like put your goopy little gobby mitts on it, the presence of a god is steered towards you. Like you can feel yourself as a drop in an ocean as this presence turns towards you and threatens to overwhelm you, I suppose is probably the best way to say it. But you are capable with your 18 saving throw of holding yourself together as this blast of psionic force is testing you to see what you're made of. And when it sees that you survive, it says, "And who might you be?"
Like when the who happens, so it's like and who, I immediately like let go, throw myself backwards onto the ground. Do I still hear the rest of it?
You can hear it like it's trailing off, and then it dies away. Like once you're on the ground, it gets like really soft until it's like not even there.
Don't touch. Don't. I'm just like pointing at it.
The Emerald Dragonborn floating goes, "By the Great Worms, you didn't just touch that, did you? Selenor's throne."
Yep.
What could possibly possess you to do something like that?
I ask
you not
myself
touch
that every day.
It's shiny. I'm just like holding my hand out, like obviously, like the meme.
He looks at you with this like very scolding kind of look, like, "Don't touch it."
Alphonse will just shake his
myself.
head.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Alphonse will shake his head. He's gonna touch it again. Like you just made sure that he's gonna touch it again.
I like scuttle myself behind my big lion friend,
Thank you. Great.
making myself kind of like small behind him.
Draw the ire of the gods, then hide behind me. Yes, fine. Thought you were the smart one of those goblins.
Hey, Scald, so nice to see you, fam. Thanks for being here.
Hey, what's up?
So the the wizard looks to all of you and says, "Now I see the cat's out of the proverbial bag. No offense, Alphonse. As it stands, you are transporting the last vestiges of the soul of Phobos. Please be careful with it."
Phobos. It's like you just hear that behind you. It's just like repeating it. Do not touch Phobos. Do not touch Phobos.
Here, we'll start saying Phobos in the dragon's voice.
Oh, rude.
He kind of stops what he's doing, like mid-sentence, and kind of like looks behind Alphonse to the Kenku. Excuse me.
Yes.
Please don't do that while I'm talking.
You ever feel like you're the substitute teacher in an adventuring party? Or is it just me?
In his voice, I will say, okay.
Now, this is coming out of my own pocket, but for the safety of such a relic, I am bestowing upon to you each a perfect gemstone of your decision.
Two.
Pull that back up real quick.
Right?
Yeah, I gotta find that again.
Oh, y'all thought we were done with it?
Yeah, I did. I was very excited to.
What do we know about Phobos?
Amethyst great worm, which in the setting, a great worm can only become a complete great worm when it devours a realm, usually the material. And yeah, the Gith alongside a bunch of gemstone dragons stopped that from happening. It was a huge betrayal for Phobos to do that, because the majority of the time the gemstone dragons are really set on nobody metallic or chromatic becoming a great worm. They are kind of all about preserving that balance.
Mm.
I am looking at things.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many really cool options as well. It's like, it's not easy to choose. But I think I'm going to go with an emerald. And I'm going to put it in my greatsword.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I want a DM ruling on this, because I know we're working with like preview materials here. But the way this reads on the emerald, at the very low, the damage the weapon deals then becomes that element. But on the ones beyond that, it doesn't say that the original damage is of that element. But it would seem to be... It would seem like that would be the case. Like, damage becomes fire plus 2. Or am I wrong on the reading of that? I know you've talked with Kel more than I have.
I'm trying to find it real quick. I'm seeing force damage on it.
Yeah. So if you look at that, or any of them, the first one says damage is now that element, and then the next one says +2 of that element damage. Weapon is now considered magical, but I don't know if the original damage is still considered lightning, or whatever element it is. Does that make sense? Am I talking to my ass?
I think from how I understand it, it would be that the weapon now, instead of dealing like piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing damage, it deals force damage, and then it would just get additional damage added onto it. And it's just clarifying what type of damage that is. So it's not providing like a sneak attack, like, well, what kind of damage is it?
Right. So I was just making sure that it kept the original damage being of that element. That makes sense. I've got a perfect topaz greatsword.
I'm gonna go with another sapphire.
Ooh, dripping in.
Right?
And this one's going in a circlet.
Oh no.
Headgear for a sapphire, a perfect sapphire. One level 2 spell becomes a cantrip.
Oh, hell yeah.
Damn.
My god. And you're a cleric.
I am.
Oh no.
I know.
There's some options there.
Twitch, you are taking so many fucking L's, dude. I have updated the stream title 3 times now, and it is still not updating. That is so frustrating. Sorry for folks that showed up thinking it was going to be Path of Contrition. I don't know where you got that idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to detract. I just needed to acknowledge that, because that is very frustrating.
And vent. I've had that happen myself where it wasn't updating. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah. And Will, what are you taking for your third gemstone?
So a lot of these have like a stat. It says like 3+ mod.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean the stat goes up by 3, or your modifier becomes a 3?
Let's see here.
Like a +3.
And that is which?
Just for example, the rubies, if you go to the belt, it says 3+ strength mod.
Yeah, that is a little.
So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I added that to my base stat, not to the modifier.
I would hope it's just to the base stat. If it's to the modifier, that's
Right?
I think it's the modifier. I think it's the modifier because if you think about it, if you're fracturing it out how you would think of it, like potions, for instance, the standard ruby in the belt would be like a belt of hill giant strength, but it's permanent and it affects you based on where you are, so you could in theory go above 20. Same thing with an excellent and same thing with a perfect. That's how I read it. This is a way to get your modifier higher without taking your strength score above 20.
Wow. Okay.
Yo, that's
So
way
my
more
modifier, which is -1 currently, if I took this and put it in my belt, I would have a +2.
That's how I understand it.
Okay,
Scald
I just wanted to make sure.
Scald can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's correct.
I just wanted to make sure. The alternative to that is I have an 8 for a strength score, and it would go to 11.
This one goes to 11.
Oz go to 11. Yeah. The one that gets your modifier higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks for the hydrate, Gus.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I will
gonna-
change this to a +2. Instead, I will take a ruby.
Get that strength up.
I'm still sticking with what I got, but man, that's a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
I am unnaturally strong
For a goblin.
for a
You know,
goblin.
You're
Yeah.
doing okay.
It's not really that big of a number, +2, but better than -1.
I mean, it's same as my strength.
Nice.
I'm just tanky. Got that 18 con.
By the way, I dropped a picture of my character in the chat there.
I saw that. That's super cool.
He's so beautiful.
You're beautiful.
All right. So as you are taking these gems and socketing them into their positions on your equipment, you can hear something from outside. It sounds like the calling of a great whale. You've experienced space whales before. You've seen them.
Sorry.
Experienced space whales. That was a funny way to say that. You're right.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, have you done space whales before? What do you mean have I done space whales before? Have you experienced space whales?
thing.
It is an experience, you know what I mean? It's not like seeing a regular whale, which seeing a regular whale is captivating enough if you've never seen one, but it's seeing a space whale. Space whales are pretty and bioluminescent. But it sounds like it's in great pain.
That's no good.
You can feel this kind of dark cloud, like a benign presence, leaking over from behind you. And it is no sooner that you can hear the klaxon from the ship, the loud, magical brrrr, that there's a loud crushing sound. And then I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
I got dice. Dice do the thing.
You had your
Dice did not do the thing.
right? Yeah.
Dice did not do the thing at all.
I'm paying for all those good rolls now.
Oh no.
I like the combat music cutting in. I appreciate that.
Thank you. We try to make it feel good here.
I got a 6, so I need all the feel good I can get.
It's fair.
Yeah, I got 8.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I rolled in that one, so
We're terrible at this. The only good news is
that
if we
ends up being
ignore
a 4.
if we ignore the first round, right? If we ignore this first round, then technically, right? We go first.
Mm-hmm.
And
If
you
we just
do all
ignore
at the
this-
same time.
Right, last. But first, if we're looking at it with one offset, they just get a bonus round. It's a gimme.
It's true.
This is not good.
All right, I'm turning the token lock on.
Right?
I still cannot seem to get this to work. I
Do I
think
need
I'm
to
getting
come
thrown into
poke it?
the wrong campaign somehow. Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
it's saying that you're connected. When I drop the image, does it not let you click on it?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop this little thing, and then do you see in the chat box on the left-hand side where it says Image Astral Gem Mines?
Yes.
If you click on the little dragon icon, it'll populate a little window, and then there's gonna be a little arrow that you can click on, and
That
it'll make
worked!
it go full
Okay.
screen. Cool. Okay.
Yay!
that'll work.
Okay. Oh, I don't like this.
Rude.
Oh, I lost a couple of them. Where'd they go? How? And how? Oh, no, you were there, so who's the other one I lost? That was just a shot in the dark and I got it right. You love to see it. Yeah, so stumbling in, I should say, from the dock side, you can see no less than 6 reanimated corpses. They are somehow immaculately well preserved, as if they've been on the astral sea for a very long time. They are carrying weapons. They are armored. They look pretty well organized, and they all have a searing glyph in their forehead.
Oh.
Kind of burns with this pinkish fire. Then you can hear the swooping of a fell wings and the crashing of a great beast into the side of these crystalline walls with such force and velocity that some of the smaller crystals here break off, falling to the ground and shatter. It is a multi-headed monstrosity. One of its heads is a lion, one of its heads is that of a drake, and one of its heads is that of a large serpent-like. It's got like a hood. It's basically a cobra. And then its tail is this huge, long scorpion flickering back and forth. So that's its movement. It can't do anything else there for now. So it is going to take the dash action, I think. The zombies already took their dash action. So he is going to just kind of climbing along the roof, position himself directly above all of you. The roof is about 15 feet up. It is y'all's turn. You can go in whichever order you feel like going. You can go off of what we got on the initiative. If you guys want to mix it up each and every round, it's totally up to you.
Alphonse will say, I'll handle the zombies if you handle that. And look at Druk.
Noted.
All right. Chiang-Ar, let's go. Rushing the zombies.
Okay.
Let me get over to fantasy grounds. Where you at? There you go. Yeah, they should be within my move, right? Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna move, draw sword, and then attack.
All right, give it to him.
We're gonna rage.
Ooh, poggers.
That's a
what does it look
bonus
like when you
action.
rage?
Correct? That's a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
So as the sword comes out, just all sense of civility leaves Alphonse, and the mane, which is normally kind of laid down a little bit worked through, it just bristles up. Guard hairs flare, claws pull out from the pads of his fingers and just dig into the leather wrappings of his greatsword. And with just this ferocious snarl that drops deep down into his chest, he brings that sword basically from ankle to earlobe on the first zombie.
Give it to him, dude.
All right. We are not gonna reckless. Nah, we're gonna reckless. Fuck him. Advantage.
Oh, yeah.
I needed it because that first one was a 1.
Oh.
Second one is a 10 modified up to a 5.
Definitely.
So 15.
Yes. Absolutely
Right,
hits.
Cool. So that's 2d6 plus 12 force damage plus.
Plus
Is
rage
that
damage.
Yeah, hold up. Is it
Emerald
12?
force damage is plus 17 force
17.
damage. Plus your
So
rage
this is
damage.
So this is 2d6 plus 21. Not bad. Rolled square in the middle. Rolled a 6. That's 27 force damage.
So I'm really sorry to do this to you, but he actually succeeds on his undead fortitude save.
Don't mind.
You would have killed him in one blow. You literally cut him in half, like just shearing straight through him. We can see his armor, the body beneath it, as if there's this like force field around your weapon now, just turning his body and rending it. On the ground, he's like, rah, rah, rah. His upper half still animated.
All right. As the blade reaches the apex, and I see that my foe is not downed, Alphonse will snarl and say, "A challenge!" Reverse grip and just drive the blade straight into him.
Hell yeah. You have advantage anyways, because he's prone now. Double advantage, which doesn't exist, unfortunately.
Another 15.
Yeah.
Damage is 28.
Yeah, he doesn't survive that twice.
Good for him.
Yeah, he dead.
Dead.
Dead, 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 dead.
Dead.
Dead. Dead. Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Dead.
Damn,
Thank you.
Same wavelength, dude.
We're fucking useless.
Yeah, straight through. The rest of him just like to atoms. He dead. Who's next?
It's such a target-rich environment. Well, I think I'm gonna get away from that thing. That doesn't seem fun. So I'm gonna scooch over. How far away are the zombies from me?
Let's see here. 25 feet is the closest
Oh.
one.
Okay, well, I will scooch over so that I can get all of them within 30 feet. That should do it. And,
That was the
sorry?
combo.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I clicked the wrong.
I fixed it.
Thank you. Turn undead.
Okay, so they are all going to be making wisdom saving throws. What's your DC?
Yes, that is a good question. Oh yeah, because I have the sorry. That's a +3 to that. So that's 11 plus 3. Wait. Okay, hang on, let me do this right. All right, so that's
This song makes me fucking want
8.
to dance, bro.
13. Plus my proficiency is 16. That's a DC 16.
At level 5, let's go. Okay. So that's a failure. That's a failure. That's a failure. That's a failure. And that's a natural 20.
Oh, congrats.
So,
Everyone
only the one in
except...
the back.
Awesome. Well, all of them that failed are affected by Destroy Undead, starting at 5th level. Fails a saving throw against Turn Undead. The creature is instantly destroyed. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm sorry. That's based on CR. I'm assuming these are not CR 1/2.
These are a little bit spicier than CR 1/2 zombies.
Darn. Okay, never mind. I was hoping.
Sorry. They do get turns,
All
though.
good. They do. Have fun.
Sorry, I can't help myself from not homebrewing stuff.
All good. So yeah, that was a move. That was an action. I believe that is me with a scraw.
All right. They, wait, 1/4 or 1/2?
1/2.
Oh, then they're, yeah, no, that's all of them except for the one in the back. Yeah.
Oh,
No!
poof.
5.
I present a single white feather, and they all drop.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why I got the fucking fraction wrong in my head. I was like seeing it correctly.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard.
Very true.
Yeah, okay.
I'm assuming that does not affect the big one.
No, he's yeah.
A few above 1/2.
Okay.
I do need to make a saving throw, though.
I believe he does have turn resistance, if I'm not mistaken.
Sick. Love it.
Yeah.
I need more foes.
Plus, I should not have closed that. 19.
Nice.
So, he is not turned.
No effect.
He is going to bellow out as he feels your spell like wash over him, and you can see that drake head rearing back. It's got this black mist like covering the corners of its mouth. It's inhaling a great swell of air so much that you can see its form inflating. It's about to do something not good. What do you do, Drock? I'm sorry, I don't mean to skip. Jay, is that your turn?
Oh, that's me. Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a bonus action, but nothing to do with it. So,
Yeah, I always make assumptions, even though I know I shouldn't. Will.
I'm sorry, I was reading something. What did you just say?
I always make assumptions. It's your turn.
No, about something about a creature that was about to do something not good.
It's breathing in a lot of air, and you can see this black mist coming out of the corners of its mouth.
The one in front of me.
Above
Okay,
you.
I will cast as a cantrip because I can Dissonant Whispers. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It got a 7.
That's gonna fail. So it's gonna take 3d6 damage, psychic damage, if it's not immune.
It is not immune to psychic damage, no.
The sound of actual dice.
Right. That is 11 psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction to move its full speed away from me.
Ooh.
Nice.
Bring him over here, I dare you.
Wonderful.
Oh, he is. He's bringing him over here.
Oh yeah, what does it look like when you do that, dude?
So I just kind of start whispering, and kind of the same effect that it had going. There's just like this black kind of smokiness in my mouth, and it kind of swoops out and goes towards them into the ears. And I would say, because I know deep speech, that it's in deep speech, whatever it is. those kind of like noises. So it messes with its brain, and you can tell that it's having problems as its heads are like moving around and flailing as it's running away from me.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Anything else on your turn?
Your problem now.
All right.
And that's it.
Not surprised.
Play a hot potato.
This Zambi is going to move towards the large raging Leonid. He gets a 6 to hit.
Is that with advantage?
It is not.
Because I'm reckless.
It is a 7 to hit with advantage. The Chimera Zombie is going to I'm going to say as it was running, just to flavor it, as it was running, it's going to have sprayed down this this mist because it can effectively get to here on its turn. It's going to be able to get back over there. I just need to see where I want it to use this.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Was it running across the ceiling, or did it pass by me, triggering an attack of opportunity?
The ceiling.
Cool.
So it's going to hit both of you guys. So could I get a... what kind of saving throw is this? Constitution saving throw from the Barbarian and from our Cleric.
All right.
I'm not good at those.
I'm very good at those.
Means you can roll mine for me, right?
I wish. Alphonse got a 26.
Absolutely passes.
That was a 19, by the way, on the die.
Oh, damn. That's pretty good.
That's a 6.
That is not ideal. Okay. 23 necrotic damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Yeah, so it's like breathing this mist down as it's just like whoa, climbing across the ground, or excuse me, the ceiling, and then as it like reaches the end of the cavern, it like snaps out of the effect, turns around, and is going to launch itself. So it has used 20 feet so far. It is going to launch itself Rachia. And that is it for its turn. Yeah, okay, I can't do both of those things at the same time. Okay, that is its turn. It is the party's turn.
Well, I led us off last time. I'll lead us off again. Cat quick, I'll pivot on my toes, sweep the blade around, trailing it behind me as the dusty remnants of the undead kind of blow off of it, and just sweep a very quick hip cut to the Chimera. We are still rolling reckless. Uh, 16.
16 is going to hit.
Alright. So that force-wreathed great sword is going to rip through, and it is going to do 27 points damage.
Ooh.
I will go crit fishing eventually, I promise.
That's going to be nice.
And let me look at one of my abilities real quick, because I want to see if this is going to be worth doing. I don't remember how many times in a day I can do it. Not worth doing right now. Alright, we're just going to rip with the second attack. So the hip cut comes across, connects firmly. I imagine that's not enough to kill it?
The Chimera Zombie, no. No, you get a really good wound off on it. I would say that you probably, like, cut half of its lion head off.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
So from there, we're going to recoil, plant the back foot, spring forward, and I'm just going to try and drive the entire length of this great sword into its chest.
Ooh, spicy.
That is a 24 to hit.
Definitely.
So close, man. Let's see that
Almost
damage.
spaced it.
That damage is actually really good. 30,
Ooh, I like it because it's easy to enter onto his hit points.
right?
Yeah, so you thrust this blade straight into the creature, like completely annihilating the lion head on it at this point, and it just... It's reeling and wounded.
Right. As it's reeling, wounded, and like making terrible sounds of pain, I'm just gonna roar in its face. I'm not doing my like Leonin roar, just flavor roar.
Absolutely. There's a barbaric yop that cuts over.
Yop.
I love it. Barbaric yop is just such a guttural. It's good.
Diablo.
So, quick cutaway to the ship itself, where we can see the crew engaging with various undead as well. A rather large, and I will drop the image in so you can actually see the full breadth of it. Oops, I did not drop it into the chat. A rather large vessel has made its way to that dock, and
Oh no.
yeah, we can see where the head of this very sickly looking space whale here at the dock. It's disgorging tons and tons of undead that are trying desperately to flood the crew members. Amongst their number, or rather I should say amongst the crewmates, the crew's number, we can see a veritable turncoat, as it were.
Yes.
They drop a... I'm forgetting the name of the spell. Disguise Self, revealing their wizardy selves to you all. A rather attractive young man. He's got a staff with a crystal set into the top of it, and we can see the quasit that our good Gobbo destroyed scampering up his leg as he gives it a little nibbly.
Very good. Very good. Master will be very happy with us.
And it is at that point that we can see a figure beginning to float off of this whale across the space very quickly, I might add, which you folks know. If you have a high intelligence score, you can travel through the astral sea by willing yourself through it. The higher your intelligence score, the quicker you move. And he's just sailing. He's just... that is the party's rest of the party's turn. What do you guys do?
Well, we still have a big bad right here. I'm gonna scrawl ferociously at it. In the form of Guiding Bolt.
Oh, nice.
We
So he
wonder
is in
how-
melee with you. Would you like to move
Oh.
away?
Well, I mean, if he's in melee... Wait a minute. Does Cure Light work on undeads in 5e the way it does in Pathfinder?
No,
I can't remember.
unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I know that Inflict does,
True.
so I will use that one.
To hell with it. We're playing fast and loose. You can use Cure Wounds. It's fine.
Oh, I've already got this one pulled up. It's fine.
Okay.
Melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. Hit. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I have to hit him first. $13, and my proficiency
That's
gets
gonna
me
hit.
to 16.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Yep.
That is 3d10 necrotic.
Oh.
I totally have a d10. I have one d10. Give me a second. 18 points of damage.
Ooh, that's spicy. He's hurt. How do you hit him with this? What does it look like?
Let's see. He's still on the ceiling?
Oh no, he's on the ground now.
Okay, cool. In that case, then, so I've got some like acrobatic stuff going on, and I'm small. It's going to be almost like a just flurry of feathers as I ruffle up and then drop down and like poke a boot, or what used to be a boot, or random bit of leather scrap over formerly known as claw. And then kind of like scurry back a couple inches.
Yeah, absolutely. It cries out, and one of its claws like gnash down at you, but you safely and successfully get a attack off on this guy. Anything else on your turn?
All I got.
All right, Will.
All right, so I take my staff, I put it towards the ground, like fingertips down, start moving it around, drawing something on the ground, and then lift it up. And as I lift it up, you see coming from the ground a shadowy spirit.
Oh shit.
I just cast Summon Shadow Spawn.
Nice.
Ooh, very fucking cool, dude.
I'm casting it in the Fury mode.
Hell yeah, dude.
And as that is my action, I will just take a couple steps back, and then I'll say, "Get him!" And this thing goes right after me.
Oh yeah.
It's just going to right now attack
Give it to him, dude.
with its Chilling Hand melee weapon attack. Spell attack modifier to hit. Okay. That is a 16 plus 6, 22.
Oh yeah.
That is a d12 plus 6, 11 damage.
Ooh, he's
It's
hurt.
cold. It's cold damage.
He is very hurt. Yeah, what does it look like? What does it look like when this guy hits him?
Just kind of reaches out and places his hand on the creature, and then you can see that like cold kind of starts spreading.
Oh yeah.
Just getting
absolutely.
bad touched all over the place.
Yeah, it cries out again, and we can see its like scorpion-like tail like whipping out and trying to strike at the spirit. All right, so quick narration before these guys go. The figure has successfully. I was supposed to narrate that at the top of the turn, and I forgot. That's why I did it after Saul, because that's when I remembered it. ADHD. As the figure makes its way to the other ship, we can see Goldbeard pulling out this very ornate looking pistol. It's got this kind of tube of what looks like this swirling white blue mist, and as she looks at him, she like holds it over one of her she holds it over her elbow and like squeezes off a couple of rounds. We can see these like, it looks like jagged icicles crystallizing as they're flying through the air. It looks like they're gonna hit this thing, but it just like raises its staff and they just shatter across a ward. As it makes it to the astral orchid, it looks over to her and it says,
Oh, honey, you think you know something about fire? You got another thing coming.
and I'm actually gonna make her make a saving throw. She passes, which is great news. That means she's only going to take half damage.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ. That's so many 6s and 8s. So she's going to take half of 50.
I would hope so.
We can see
Better her than me, Jesus.
we can see a bolt of black lightning lashing from this clearly a lich's staff. He's dripped out, man. He's got all manner of refinements and glamour all over him. He's even like cast spells on himself to make it look like he's not a rotting and decaying creature. You can tell he's quite vain. But yeah, this black bolt of lightning strikes right at Goldbeard, who does her best to get out of the way, saving herself from the brunt of the impact. But we can see all over like half of her body is these black necrotic veins from where the lightning like basically almost hit her. That is to the Chimera and the zombie. The zombie is still here, so he's going to go for one more attack with advantage on the Leonin. Does a 17 hit you?
No, sir. Thank you, Topaz Chest Gem.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So with your back turned and mostly facing this Chimera, we can see he's like...
Was that rolled with advantage?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I rolled a 7 and a 13.
I just want to be fair.
I appreciate it. As it's like about to try and wrap its arms around your neck from behind, we can kind of see like the hackles on your neck stand up, and you just slip out of his grasp.
Nice.
Some preternatural warning. Now let's see the Chimera. So there. First of all, let's see if his breath recharges. It does not. So then that means he's going to make 3 attacks. There's going to be 1 on the Leonin, 1 on the Kenku, and 1 on the Spirit. So let's do the Spirit first. Okay. I'm going to assume a 12 doesn't hit.
No. 14 armor class.
The Cleric's turn. Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
Okay. So he is hitting you with his claws. That's 2, 6. Ooh, 15 damage. Jeez Louise.
I'm down.
What? Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
How are you down?
I only have 33 hit points.
She failed the baleful breath saving throw. She took the first
That's
one
right,
too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so fast as can be, the scorpion tail from behind whips out at the Spirit, who it just kind of phases through at the same time that its foreclaw like slams down on top of the Cleric, and we can just see like boop, knocks her out, clean out, which leaves its Drake head, which is going to be making an attack with advantage against the Leonin. That's a 17, so I'm going to assume that's probably going to hit. And that's 2 17s, so that's 25. Okay, same amount of damage. 4 and 4 plus 5 is 14. Oh, no, I'm bad at math. 8 plus 5 is 13. So 13 damage, which you will probably have.
Did you say you rolled a 17?
17 plus 8 is 25.
Oh, yeah. That. So how much damage?
It was a 4 and a 4 plus 5 is 13, which you'll cut in half.
Not doing too bad.
So, yeah, this the bite from the Drake snaps out, chomping you on the arm, trying to mangle you, but you are able to, like, punch it off of you with a couple of... and it is the party's turn.
Yeah, we're going to try
Dead
and
raven
finish...
noises.
Dead raven. You're not dead yet. You're just dying. You're not an expert. You're not pining the fjords. No, we're going to whip the blade around, drag it out of this thing's chest, and just go... It's not a single clean hit at this point. It's just a frenzied of, like, hand and a half hacks at this thing. Let's see how the first one goes. Yeedly deet. Roll some dice. Come on. That's not good. 14.
It's got an armor class of 12.
Hey, I'll take it. All right. So bunch of hewed hacks. We're gonna. Oh, that's nice. That is 30 damage on a frenetic amount of hacking.
That is one more point than you needed to kill him.
Nice.
How do you kill him?
So it's just the blade comes out. I'm
shit.
grabbing.
Undead Fortitude. I have to roll Undead Fortitude. He's
Oh,
gonna need a
sick. Do
natural
it.
20. Yeah, he's gonna need a natural 20 to succeed on this.
Do it to me.
3.
You called it, Jay. It was a 3. I'm
Hold
not
on.
even joking. It was literally a 3.
GM reflexes. Let's go.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. So it's just the blade comes out. I'm grabbing the haft of the handle with one hand. I've got the other one wrapped around the dull part that's at this close to the crossguard, and I'm just powering through, just smashing into this thing over and over as waves of force just coruscate down this thick blade. And then for my second trick, there's still a zombie behind me.
True.
So after I finish with that, we're going to spin around and just give him the old chop. Just bring it down on his skull. Got an 11 and a 17. I think the 17 hits.
Oh, yeah.
And we are doing 29 points damage.
Jesus. So that is actually going to be a 23. It's half the damage you dealt, so that is going to be a success. He's at 1 hit point instead of 0.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, you slice this zombie almost clean in half as well. It seems like its armor is the only thing holding it up still. The rest of the party.
Let me make a death save real quick.
Okay. 20.
Been a while. It's just D20, nothing funky about it.
Yeah, if it's a 10 or higher, it's a success. If it's a 1, it's 2 failures. If it's a 20, you wake back up at 1 hit point.
Oh, you tease! It's a 19.
Ah, it's a success.
You get
take
closer to
it.
stabilization.
Woo!
You need 3 successes before you get 3 failures. So, Will.
All right, so I move up a little bit, point my staff out, looking at my spirit, and say, "Get him." So that he'll do that after my turn here. But I get down on a knee and place my hand on the burb, and you see just a little bit of black mist, and then the breathing kind of regulate. I cast Spare the Dying.
Oh, Poggers, move.
Because I have the tome thing and I can take cantrips, any cantrips I want.
Oh, that's a really good choice, dude.
So I took Spare the Dying because this. So yes, you are currently stable, and that is great. And I will roll the attack for my spirit.
Absolute bro move.
16.
Oh, yeah.
16 to hit. I mean, I don't know, at 13 damage.
Yeah, he's not passing that one. He got a fucking 3. The zombie is dead.
Again!
What does it look like when the spirit kills the zombie?
Just kind of, it's like a humanoid, right?
Yeah.
It again uses its hand. It just kind of reaches out slowly and places it right on top of its skull, and you can see the cold just kind of seep in down the face, kind of like those coffee mugs that change when you put hot coffee in
nice,
it.
Dude.
The cold just kind of comes down and it freezes and then falls and dissipates, or whatever you said.
Hell yeah, dude. Absolutely. The immediate danger being destroyed, we before we cut to our next break, we can see on the outside the Lich has made his way to this large crate where he has begun incanting a spell, and just as he finishes it, he touches his helmet and we can see this circular glyph rune like emanate, and a third of its pieces like disappears, and both he and the person with the quasit and the orb teleport to the top of the whale. We can see him through magical means ripping the whale open and forcing the large orb inside of it. As the whale begins to pull off from the battle, leaving the undead to bog down your crewmates, it very quickly pulls off and launches as fast as it can go. And that's where we're going to take our second break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10. We'll be right back with more Gem Runners. 2. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for waiting patiently. I surely do appreciate it. So, folks, in a couple of moments, we can see our good cleric eyes like slowly opening from their perspective, as I assume one of the two of you are probably standing over her, probably the warlock with the Spare the Dying, bringing her back to consciousness.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
Thank you. Is it over?
No, it is not over. We need to get moving.
Assume we can kind of like see through this opening out to the ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little bit, so we could still see some like fighting going on, probably.
You can see some fighting going on, and you can see the whale leaving.
So, yeah, Alphonse is going to truck it towards the Gem Runner ship. I forget what our ship's name was.
The Astral Orchid.
Astral Orchid, that's right. Dope name.
I'll pop a bonus action before Alphonse runs off and do a mass healing word.
Oh, nice.
Mainly for me.
Yeah, like Alphonse is barely feeling it, man. He's down.
You cut out there.
I said Alphonse is doing great. He's just down 13 out of 85 hit points.
Jesus.
That Ruby in a helmet goes hard.
Yep.
Especially on a barbarian. It's like, I would like to double my 25 HP to 50, please. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, it's just good.
It is good. Like, the Selenars is really nice. I'm a big fan.
Same. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody gets 3 plus 5, 8 points.
I'll take it.
Very nice.
I will be losing my rage, though, because I don't think I've been attacked or taken any damage or attacked anyone in the round. So, yeah, I'm just going to use my 35 feet of movement judiciously to try and get to the ship so that we can talk to Captain and get us moving towards that whale and that lich.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be using the map for this portion. As you guys, I assume you probably all very quickly collect yourselves and start rushing towards the dock. You can see that the battle on them, for the most part, is already won. They're cut off from their support. They are chaff undead that were sent here literally to bog down your crew, who are claiming their victory over them. You probably all cut down a few on your run up there. And as you arrive, you can see Captain Goldbeard like holding herself up by the rear mast, like,
Get aboard. We gotta go after them. They're not getting away from us this easy.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, I will also cast a Cure Wounds on her.
oh yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna scramble aboard and make sure that I'm out of the way of the actual sailors who know what the fuck they're doing.
So, as you guys get ready, the ship very quickly makes its way into the slip space that the whale left behind.
Nice.
That's 8 points on Captain Goldbeard, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, she was very close to death. She was going to get killed by that spell earlier. So she was at 25. That's going to take her to 17. Very nice. So she looks at you very gratefully and says,
Much obliged.
In her her voice, I will respond with, "You're welcome."
Never get used to that. I'll never get used to. What did you all learn? What is that? Why is this monster after us?
Is that Gemborn, Dragonborn anywhere around?
No, he did not come with you guys.
Cool. Then I'll spill the beans. That is the last remnants of the soul of an elder worm.
Her eyes go wide, like her mouth opens.
I'm sorry. What?
That is the last remnants of an elder worm's soul. He'll try rephrasing it.
But what? I got that, but why? Why would Selenar want that? Why would the gnomes want that?
I know less about this than I do about gnomes. I don't know any gnomes.
He kind of nods. Or excuse me, she kind of nods. Go ahead.
In Zork's voice, I will I'll say that they put it into the whale.
These folks are another manner altogether. Some fell evil creatures. Certainly, I can only imagine they're seeking it for selfish gain. Safest place in a transport like that. I got a good eye of their ship. It's much smaller than the Orchid here. But it's chained in some sick way to one of the big beauty Kaloi, the space whales, dead and reanimated against its will. It now
Natural.
serves. She nods. It serves as the vessel for this foul cretin.
What are we going to do about that?
She looks to you, Genkyu.
Right. The only thing fitting. We track them down. We get back that orb. And we send them screaming to hell. And give final rest to that great big beauty.
Alphonse will dust some of the remnants of the undead off of his blade, sheath it, and say, just tell me when there's people that need killing.
Ere a red sun rises!
Death!
So she focuses. You can feel the acceleration of the orchid picking up even more, and the orchid is significantly faster than this creature. Not over the small scale, but over a macro scale. The difference is about 5 feet if we are looking at it in microcosm. But we are not looking at it in microcosm. We are looking at it over the course of 100 million miles a day. Mm-hmm. So you will have round about an hour before you get there. So you can just squeeze in a short rest.
Yes, that gives me my channel divinity back.
Nice.
Super snooze.
Yeah, I'm useless on deck because I have nothing in sailing. So I'm going to also crash out. I'm going to spend a couple of my hit die and try and get back some HP. We're going to spend...
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
On short rest.
Don't forget to add your command.
Yoo! Back to full.
Nice.
You get 1 per level, right?
You
hit
get 1
die?
hit die per level, yeah.
I mean,
Go for all 5.
it would suck if you didn't get a hit die on a level. I'd feel cheated. Like, you level up, no hit points for you. Get fucked.
It's been over a year.
It's been 80 years.
80 years.
I'll die in a shallow grave.
That fucking door was big enough for both of you.
What?
The Titanic reference.
Oh, I got you. That was a quick one. Good job.
I think in
I could look
these-
Yeah, I mean, One of the reasons why I started dating Jay is she had a ball cap that says, "May your memes be dang." I'm like, okay, this is a
It's a good hat.
Good hat.
good hat.
It's a good thing to look for in a partner. They have good hats.
It's true. I didn't get a good hat until I was already married. I got it on our little honeymoon trip.
Nice.
Good taste in hats, then.
I wore that hat for like a year while my hair grew to skip the awkward stage.
That's crucial. That's key. Yeah.
Beanies were my friend.
Hmm. So we finished recovering from the short rest.
Mhm.
Yes, I got 17 hit points back. I'm very excited.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so it is time.
How bad are you looking? I'm sorry, not to interrupt. How bad are you looking?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm only down like 8 right now. I
Okay.
got 25 hit points.
Because I do have a healing potion. I got 1.
It's fine. I'm full of those.
All right. So, as the ship comes careening out of the effective warp drive, you feel this substantial pull, and suddenly you are ripped out of the astral sea and into a localized spot of real space. This massive swirling nebula that you find yourselves in, only a few hundred feet behind this massive whale known as the Void Hunter. This gravity is so sufficient that it was even capable of pulling through the astral sea itself, and it looks like the most centralized location that everything in here is getting swirled towards is this massive black hole in the very center.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until we're close enough that I can jump. I'm ready to go. Like, I am ready to go. I am at the gunwale. I am ready to fucking jump aboard.
Tape scrap! Tape!
I'm gonna need you folks to do me some favors here. I'm gonna be asking you to roll dice. So,
I got those.
we're gonna be having ourselves a veritable ship battle here. Who wants, we have 2 chase guns and a broadside.
I have good decks.
This is going to be based off the ship's roll.
Okay.
You will have a +6 to all 3 rolls.
I would like to take the broadsides, because I imagine those are the heaviest guns, and I would like to be, like, running ammo forth, supporting people, bracing, and just being a general, like, mule of a barbarian. So I think that's the best fit for me, is to be on the broadsides, handling those heavier guns.
Fantastic. All right. So on the map, boop. There's the orchid, and boop, there's the hunter. Yeah. So please, if you would be so kind as to declare who's rolling what, and then we'll apply that damage as required.
Yeah, I'll
We
take
have,
broadsides.
2 rounds of ship battle before we close in for the final epic finale. All right, so then could I please get Jay and Will to roll the chase guns, and then we'll have Soul do the broadside afterwards.
D20?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yo!
Ooh.
Clutch, buddy, clutch. Thanks, Will.
Nice. Good shit. So normally that would be 3d10, but instead it's going to be 6d10, Will.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I have enough D10s for this. Just give me a moment.
Well, you didn't play World of Darkness?
We play all 5 on.
Right, that too.
Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Love that sound.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
18, 24 plus 9. 33.
Ooh, very nice. 33 damage. And it has a... Alright, so first thing to note about ship damage is they have damage threshold, which means that they absorb a certain amount of damage, and then everything after that carries over. So we can see the chase guns tearing into the side of this creature. From the inside, this purple light seems to be like glowing out and shining brightly. Very good with the first gun. Jay?
That is a natural 20.
No shit, let's fucking go!
Oh my god.
It's
We're
beautiful.
legends.
Let me see if I can show. I cannot. It will tilt. It's fine.
60-10, dude. Hell yeah.
60-10. All right. I managed to procure one more D10, so this will not take as long.
I've got more. You know I've got the big chest.
I know. I had to go hunting for it.
I figured you had your own dice, you know? Like a reasonable
8?
gamer.
8 and 7 is 15.
Alright.
Ooh. 15 and 11
26.
is 26.
Very nice, dude. Yeah, so more of its flanks are getting torn up. Wonderful, wonderful job, Jay. Soul, make it happen. Give us 3 in a row, dude.
You know it's not going to happen. You know you just jinxed me. Come on.
Nah, it's gonna happen. I believe in it.
No. Close, though. I did roll an 18.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to be
Wow.
upset about it.
That's definitely gonna be a hit.
3d10?
No. 60-10 plus 60-10. Plus 15.
So 12d10?
12d10 plus 15, yeah.
Give me a moment.
The big gun.
It's the broadsides.
I'll just stop at 6. $25, 40, 53, 55 plus 15, you said?
Ooh, yeah.
So that's 70.
Oh, jeez. That's great. Yeah. So the full... what's the fucking word? Fusillade of
Yep.
these guns just...
Yes.
firing across, and we can see these 6-inch cannonballs ripping into the inside. We can even see one like that goes straight in to the middle, bounces off of the gem on the inside, and then like one by one the cannonballs erupt with this huge explosion on the interior of this whale that as it like opens its maw, we can see these entrails and bloody guts beginning to like leak out. Wonderful first round of combat, folks. The Void Hunter is going to return fire. So that's going to be a natural, or not, a dirty 20 on the Eldritch Cannon. Ooh. The Orchid is going to take a smidgen of damage there. The damage threshold covers up the majority of what it takes, but we can see the Eldritch bolts just ripping off. It's set onto the front of the ship itself, this strange mechanism, and it's capable of firing off these force bolts in any direction. Now, it is going to unleash its broadsides. Yeah. So that's going to be significantly less than y'all's broadsides, which is good for you.
Yes.
That's still rolled really high on that damage. 24 plus 18 is 46.
Wow.
You're right, 42. So 15 points absorbed by your hull. 27. So the orchid takes another shot, or takes a shot in turn, and we can see a couple of the cannonballs like ripping into the lower decks. Some of the people just getting like creamed from underneath it, and then it looks like the whale is starting to swim towards the black hole, like it's angling itself and doing a Tokyo Drift move, kind of. And that's going to be y'all's turn again on the ships. Let's get one more round of ship combat.
Let's suppose we have a harpoon.
Probably not. This is not that kind of ship. Space whales are not something that most people would want to hurt.
Worth a shot, though.
So, chase guns first, please.
Okay. 13.
Unfortunately, armor class 15.
Oh.
The chase gun just kind of sails over and under, not anticipating this damn near reckless maneuver that they're pulling. Jay?
Question.
Yes.
Could I manifest a harpoon using spiritual weapon?
I suppose so.
Better question, is this a good idea? Just gonna go with the guns. Okay. That's a 15.
That's exactly what you needed to hit.
Yes. Cool.
So 3d10 this time.
14 and 5 is 19.
19. So that is going to be 4 damage that goes through. We can see another couple of 4-inch cannonballs, not packed with gunpowder, tearing through the lower section of the whale. Let's see what them broadsides do, though.
Yeah, let's go. I can't reckless attack with broadside. But I did roll a 15, so we'll call that good.
Just scream really loud as you use them.
Ah! Kyoken times. Wait, no, wrong end. That's how much did you say it was for the regular hit? 12d10 plus 15.
Yeah.
Oh, math is hard.
True. That's why I usually use Fantasy
19.
Grounds with everything plugged in, because then I don't have to do any math whatsoever. It's really nice.
34, 40, 50, 61, 76.
Yeah, that thing is fucking hurt as hell. We can see another round of cannonballs just tearing into this creature, and the force kind of seems to help spin it along its journey, and for a moment it looks like it's getting caught in the drift of this gravity well. It looks almost kind of like it's beginning to fall apart. It's really close to half health. It's like in terms of the damage that we've been throwing towards each other in the past 2 rounds, it's basically at half health. And now it is going to make Eldritch Bolt shot. That is a 23 to hit, so that is going to be 7 plus 10 plus 4 is 21, so 6 damage goes through. Now it's broadsides. Okay, that is above 15. That's all I needed to know.
I get the feeling that was a high roll.
No, I rolled a 13 and then I had to do the math. It's a plus 6, but I was like, it's above 15. 13 plus 15 plus 16 is one more. 22. So not super big damage on that one. 22 cut in half, so it's going to be 7 more damage. So he did like 1 more damage with his broadsides than he did with his his Eldritch Cannon. But this is where it gets really hairy, you guys. So as it spins along this gravity well with the Astral Orchid giving chase, we can see it angling perfectly, and then the tail just like slams down and the whole thing comes screaming straight at the orchid. It is going to be trying a ramming maneuver. And that is a 16, which is exactly 1 more than I needed. Oh, it's a 19, sorry. He's got a much higher hit with his... Okay, so I don't know if I feel like actually rolling out 16 d10s, so I'm just going to roll this into the chat and then take the number.
Sure, sounds great.
71 damage to the orchid.
Oof. Doesn't sound great anymore.
So it just comes careening in, slams straight down, and it is at this point that it is going to get into the nitty-gritty with you guys. The ships are on top of one another, and we can see a number of skeletons jumping off alongside, rather I should say in between them, sandwiched in a safety blanket. The Lich and a dog made of not great things. Bone, shadows, Lich flame. Yeah, as they plop down, the Lich says,
End them. I will take their captain, and then we will leave them to die in this gravity.
so let's roll initiative.
Dice don't fail me now. Okay, not bad. I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay,
21 for me.
Nice.
very nice.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
dude.
Jay, keep it going, dude.
I have a 14.
Those are
It's higher
numbers.
than my last
Per-
one.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. So, Soul and Will, you guys go first.
Will, take it away, buddy.
Oh, sure. I would love to. I will do something that you've seen before, put my staff on the ground and start drawing. But I can technically place this anywhere within 90 feet, so I'm going to project it out as it's coming out of the ship deck. I will project it out to be right basically in the middle of all these guys.
Oh yeah.
It's another spiritual weapon.
No, it's
Sorry,
Shadow Spawn. Yes.
Shadow Spawn.
Yeah, another one of those guys. But I'm gonna put it there. How far is it away from us?
So
Or from
if
the
you,
Kenku, I should say.
if you hold left and right click and drag, you can make an arrow.
Left and right click. It's not working.
Hold left and right and then drag. It makes
I just want it to be 30 feet away from us. More than 30 feet away from us.
Okay. It is 20 feet away from the Kenku.
Okay, so I guess then the placement of it would be a little bit further back.
Okay. Boop.
right there. That's great.
Cool.
So it is going to. That's my action, by the way. I will use my bonus action to hide because I can do that. Because I'm a goblin.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Please roll a stealth check.
Okay. 14 plus
Jesus.
something. Oh, I have proficiency. Plus 6. That's a 20.
Okay.
Yo, dog, I heard you like soloing liches, so I hid between knees so you can plead while I leave. Damn it.
So I do that, but the Shadow Spawn is going to use its action to use Dreadful Scream, which it can do once a day.
Oh shit, what's that do?
The spirit screams. Each creature within 30 feet of it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or be frightened of the spirit for 1 minute.
The Lich and his dog pass. Fail. What's your DC?
It is... Scroll. 14.
Right.
So fail. 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 Pass. Fail. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of these skeletons but one fail.
Nice.
Yep. And so basically they're afraid and they can make that save again if they want at the end of their turn. And then, yeah.
Awesome. So this creature unleashes this unearthly howl that echoes off the ship's deck. All of the skeletons very quickly start hoofing it away, getting as far away as they can. Very good. Leonine, Alphonse, please.
Yeah, Alphonse, it looks like that is well within my range. There?
Yeah.
Yeet. Move, bonus action, rage, attack. We are not going to go reckless. What we're going to do is we're going to attack Skeleton 4 and Skeleton 5. We're going to attack Skeleton 4 first. Oh, do I want it? No, we're going reckless. Fuck it. I want to get... Yeah, I just want to fucking do it. Glad I did. The first one's a 13.
Yep. That's exactly what you need to hit.
Ooh, that's 29 points damage.
Super fucking dead.
And Skeleton 5. 23 or 20, yeah, 23 to hit.
Definitely.
Damage is not that great, and 27 points.
Only 27 points. He's
I
dead.
mean, it's my median.
Annihilated.
So yeah, that's me for that round. I'm gonna fucking hope that my bear shit is gonna rhinoceros totem rather is going to carry me through.
Oh yeah.
So let's fucking go, guys.
Okay. The Lich Hound goes at 19.
Fuck the Lich Hound. Nobody, all my homies hate Lich Hounds.
Okay. So he's going to make a bite attack at you. No, actually
Sounds
he's
good.
not. He's not. As a bonus action, he's going to Ethereal Jaunt. He
Not a fan of that.
goes to the border Ethereal on the Astral Sea, and he's going to move on up here. He still cannot be targeted. He's invisible for all intents and purposes. Yeah, I think he's technically invisible while he's in the border Ethereal. I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah. That's his bonus action and his movement. He cannot target anybody with an attack right now. That's the Lich Hound. The Lich, on the other hand...
You miserable fools. How dare you stand between me and mine? I will make you suffer.
And he is going to why not?
I don't like that. That's not a cool. No.
So Captain is gonna make herself a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because she is right there on the Spelljammer helm trying to keep it going. That's really unfortunate for her.
Oh boy.
That did not look like it rolled. I'm actually just going to be rolling this one to the chat as well. Goodbye, Captain.
Hey.
Oof.
Ooh.
An ear-piercing pain scrawl echoes over the deck.
For the sake of those of us playing at home, what happens if we are pitched into the astral sea forever to drift?
Not
Like, what happens
a
if we
good
go-
place to be.
What happens if we go overboard?
Well, here's the good news. Currently, you're not in the astral sea. You are in real space. You're in.
Is this better or worse around a
way
black hole,
worse.
actually?
It's way worse, actually, if I'm being honest with you. Because if you're in the astral sea, you have an unlimited amount of time to eventually, hopefully, maybe get found. If you get sucked into a black hole, you go through a process called spaghettification, wherein every
I'm a big
last
fan of it. I like spaghetti.
molecule in your body
Actual
is
scientific term.
It is.
ripped apart by a single strand of atoms and molecules.
Okay.
As you experience it, it's forever. But the great news for the captain is that she's not going to have to live through that because she just had disintegrate cast on her and she is ash now.
Well, that's the thing.
$83 damage. And she was hit with disintegrate. So there is a thin green line that comes from his staff as he just raises it, hits her square in the chest. For a moment, she looks to the Kenku next to her, but before she can say anything, she's just... The speed at which the ship is still traveling, the dust goes everywhere. The Skellington's turns. They are frightened. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. They have no choice but to rush forward and make wisdom saves. That's a fail. That's a pass. That's a pass. And that's a fail. So I'm going to say the two closest to the Gobbo failed. The two closest to the Kenku and the Lich Hound passed. We are back to the top of the turn order. Will and Soul.
I get to go?
Oh
at some
shit!
point?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You go at the.
There's a question mark there, but
Yeah. You unfortunately go last. Thank you. So technically, you all kind of go together at the end, and going into the next one.
So what you mean is I go first?
There you go. You're going first, baby.
Yeah, right?
I
like this mood.
So yeah, after the pain scraw, there is a deep fury that it ignites within Kier, and Kier turns to the Lich, and with a deep guttural chitter, casts Dispel Magic.
What are you targeting?
Him. Dispel Magic, as I understand it, can target a creature. Yep. Choose one creature. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
So that would strip like mage armor or haste or anything like that.
Yeah. So his mage armor is definitely
Debuff.
going to fall off. Can I please get an Arcana check from you? And you can use Wisdom on it.
Anna, yes. In that case, yes. I can math. 14. 15.
So you can see a multitude of wards shutting down on him as his contingency spell just melts away under your dispel magic. You can see the cloak that he wears, this mantle, is like flashing off unbelievable power. To put it mildly, it is like the highest level of magic item that I homebrew. The good news is you did shut down his guards and wards. Anything else, friend?
Random, like, curse words in Raven language. Which,
Totally
if
fair.
anyone speaks Russian, apologies for my French.
That's funny. Yeah.
Can-
Go ahead.
Canonically, ravens speak Russian?
They have Eastern European accents because Barovia, I guess.
That's racist.
No, there's were-ravens.
That's awesome.
Okay, good turn. That's going to be to Will, I believe.
Yes. I will.
Above table, real quick, Will.
Yeah.
Got any curses?
Nope.
Cool. Got anything that you can weaken this lich with?
Nope.
Candy grapes.
Got any grapes?
I got damage and random stuff.
I like random stuff and I like damage. I'm a fan of both these.
As long as you have Eldritch Blast, we're fine.
I'm hoping on my next turn that we take care of the lich problem. I'm just saying it.
I know what you're gonna do now.
You do.
Yeah, the only weakness that a spellcaster truly has, right? And it's a glaring one.
The yeet.
Oh, I love the music sync coming in behind the yeet.
All right, so I will. I'm in a tough spot because I think I'm hidden, but
He doesn't see
I don't
you.
really know if I can move.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, his passive
that's
perception is way lower than 20.
So nobody sees me.
No, you're like hidden, like probably. I assume probably like hiding off the edge here.
I can feel your magnetic field.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll just cast this. I also didn't do the full damage for my Dissonant Whispers last time.
Oh.
Kind of a gnarly spell.
How did you not do the full damage?
Oh no, I did it because I could use it as a cantrip.
Oh.
I did. I will just do Eldritch Blast on these guys in front of me here, but I'm gonna move a little bit to like here,
Okay. So first one's gonna have advantage.
and I'm gonna blast Skeleton 2.
Very nice.
It's a 17, but just in case for crit, nope.
Okay.
That is a D10. 10.
Oh. Plus Ka.
Eldritch Blast is just a D10 force damage.
Oh, you didn't take
Oh, you didn't-
notification for it.
Yeah.
No, I took the one that blasts him back 10 feet though.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay. So he's not dead, but he is very hurt. Oh, that's-
I move him back 10 feet
oh
if he
10
can.
feet. Number 3.
away
you said?
from me. Number 2,
Number 2. This one's number
the one
2.
at the top.
Okay.
Yeah. See, like on the edge.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him again because I have 2 beams.
Oh no, I'm gonna make him make a dexterity save, and if he fails, he's going overboard.
Okay, that's fair.
He fails, he's going overboard.
Ooh.
Ooh, that gives me ideas.
I will use some more of my movement then before I blast a second beam
Okay.
to strategically put myself. Is this all flat? I can't tell.
I don't want to. We're flying
Okay,
over a black hole. We don't need to get more
okay.
complicated right now.
I just want to make sure, and I'm gonna get number 3 then. 17 plus 6, 23.
I'm gonna try to make that dex save now. He nat 20s his dex save, so sorry, he does not get flown overboard, but he is.
Okay, that's fair.
I lied. It's 10 feet. It's 10 feet. He's got nothing to hold on to, so he's.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna stop falling away from it, or stop being pushed away from it. So he's not gonna have a save. He's dead.
Goodbye.
Hell yeah.
And then my creature here. Are one of these guys still? Nah, he'll just attack this dude right here.
All right.
He rolled a nat 1, so.
Oof.
And that's that.
Alrighty. That is going to take us to our good friend Alphonse. Wonderful turn, Will.
All right. First things first. Does anyone have any channel points they can throw my way? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a grapple check against.
Okay. So, first things first, you can make a reckless attack to get the attack roll off if you'd like.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, you have to make an attack roll first. If you're successful, then you go into a grappling check where it's a strength athletics versus strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics on the part of the grapply.
Let me reread the grapple rules because I think I'm mistaken about something. Because I thought you could make the grapple check instead.
Instead of the attack, but you still have to roll to attack. Like, you still have to roll to hit.
All right.
And we're working kind of like a touch attack with effects.
Yep, you're replacing damage with an effect. You can also try to do a shove attack.
Nah. Don't have enough shove.
True.
Never enough shots.
I have advantage. $23.
Definitely hits. Hey, guess what else? You're a
What
barbarian and you're raging, so you have advantage on strength athletics checks, so you have advantage on
Yep.
this check as well. And now he's going to have to make an opposed strength athletics. I do not think he has dexterity acrobatics. For the plus
Look
18...
at that pretty die.
You love it.
Shit. You love to see that. He got a 2.
Oh, God. Struggling with my camera here. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
How bad is it? Let me check real quick.
Got a lot of headroom. Max
Yeah, I
headroom.
bet. Fuck it.
Yeah, you absolutely have the upper hand in this grapple right now.
Cool. I have a 35-foot move.
You do.
Bye.
I think you cut out for a second.
We're going overboard.
Both of you?
What?
In a pool, he's got restricted amounts of spell casting that he can do. I don't want his ass to teleport. Me. I mean, I can drop him, but I don't trust that. Not with a lich.
Not with free hands.
Nope.
Does he have Featherfall? No. Why would he have Featherfall? Why would he have that?
What a Chad.
No fly
Just
speed
with-
is going to save him from the gravity well.
No, not a bit. So just with a roar, I pick him up, pound my way across the deck, pitch over the railing. Last thing that's left behind is the greatsword, just laying on the deck.
Into the void you go.
Hell yeah, I'm about it.
We can see this moment of heroism, this Leonin barbarian ripping with strength, just bear hugging this lich, trying desperately to get his hands free to channel a spell, and just running to the edge and jumping off with all the fucking conviction that anybody could ever hope to have. We can see them getting closer and closer as this kind of slow-mo zoom out shows them encroaching upon the event horizon. And just as we can see the two of them tangled together, the goodness of this action, the overall just overwhelming self-sacrifice for one's friends, for one's mission, for one's cause. We can see like a light shining within the chest of Alphonse. It begins to overtake this lich fire burning within the ribcage of Glenn. And as the two of them coalesce into a singularity, there's this somber silence. Not even sound can escape this gravity. But we can see a profound change occurring as the two of these souls are meshed into one. For the rest of the party, the whale loses all ability to hold itself together. It instantly just drops, being cut off from its master. The gravity well, from inside, it begins erupting with arcane fire, and the gem slowly begins rising out of its form. The skeletons are gone, guys. The Lich Hound is gone. This is a skill challenge up to Jay and Will on if they can retrieve this gemstone before it gets sucked into the black hole. I need 6 successes before we get to 3 failures. You can use any skill you have if you are proficient in it, as long as you can justify it. I don't care. You can use a spell. Spells are typically automatic successes that can be set back if something else goes wrong. How would you like to proceed?
Fuck.
Jay, I can't hear you.
Casting guidance on Jorg.
Very good.
Frantically looking through everything I have, realizing I can't do shit.
Mage hand?
I mean, yeah.
What's the range on that?
It's enough. That's 1 success.
Who doesn't take mage hand, you know?
It's
Get it?
technically it's a cantrip, so usually for cantrips I would ask for an Arcana check. You can use your charisma for that.
All right. I am proficient in Arcana as well.
This does not count against you using Arcana in another way, by the way.
That is 11, but plus 6, so 17.
That is 1 success, absolutely. So we can see. What does it look like when you cast Mage Hand?
It's kind of like a copy of my staff. You know, the hand that's on the end of my staff just kind of comes out of it, and that's what it looks like.
Awesome. Yeah, so it starts pushing it slowly towards the Astral Orchid. Jay, we'll alternate here.
I don't have any good spells for this.
Starting equipment is valid too, if you can think of a way that it could be useful.
Depending on how fast and loose you want to run with spiritual weapon, a very long chain.
I'll allow it. So
I
that's
will
a
use
first level
this
spell, second level spell?
second level. Wait, let me make sure. Spiritual weapon. I'm sorry. That's a second level spell.
So it's going to be an automatic success.
Cool.
So what does that look like?
Here whips out one wing, and from it extends this long and extending chain that at the very tip, just as soon as it gets ever so slightly past the orb, flicks out and whips back around, smacking it just so it goes a little bit faster towards us.
Oh yeah. It's careening towards the ship now. Wonderful, wonderful. Will.
How does this thing fly?
The gem? Or the ship?
Ship.
Right now it's not. It's just kind of getting skirted, again, Tokyo Drift style, on this swirling mass of stardust that's getting pulled into the black hole. How it does fly normally is a person who is capable of casting spells sits on the Spelljammer ship and takes control of it.
Well. I'm the captain now. I would like to attempt to fly the ship.
You still have guidance, I believe.
That's good, because you're going to be trying to bypass the attunement here. So I'm going to need another Arcana check here. I'm sorry to make you roll the same thing twice.
No, it's fine. What is the guidance additional die?
I think it's
D4.
just a flat. Yeah.
D4. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely using it. Pretty good. Sorry, my D4 is weird. 18 on the die, 3 on the D4 is 21, plus my 6 Arcana is 27.
Very, very nice.
Oh yeah, so you can feel the ship immediately, like, as if it has a mind of its own and it knows it's teetering on the brink of disaster. It leashes out to you like, save us, save us. Yeah, absolutely. You feel the way that the book describes the sensation, it's like your whole body goes asleep, but without the unpleasant prickly sensation. You have control of the ship. That is another success. So we are sitting high on 3 right now with 0 failures. Let's go.
Spiritual weapon still active. That is, I believe, a concentration spell. So I'm gonna whip it again with real good.
I will ask for a Arcana check with Wisdom on this one.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's not when it's good.
What's the total on that?
Oh gosh, with wisdom, that's 25.
That is 2 successes. So in that regards, we can see its arrival is imminent. It is with the goopy little gobbo sitting on the Spelljammer, overriding it, immediately taking in. He starts angling it on a trajectory that's going to eventually use the centrifugal force to throw the ship out. And as it's spinning around and spinning around, we can see it's getting ever so closer to where the imminent arrival of this gem is going to be. So, folks, I'm gonna let either one of you guys take this. You can do it together if you want to do it. It's gonna arrive. That's not the issue. What do you do about it when it gets here?
The chain.
I make the shadow spawn catch it.
That's a better idea. Perhaps. That's still attached to you.
It's a separate creature. So, like, I would expect that my mind wouldn't get fried. But that would help. I mean, obviously the chain as well.
Okay.
Maybe if it catches the chain.
I like this.
Yeah, that last attack, I wrap the chain around it. I pull. I feel that it connects in just that right way. I feel the way the ship is turning, and I let go of the chain. The chain does its own thing.
Hell yeah.
Love the Fleetwood Mac reference.
Absolutely. As yeah, I'm gonna count that as an automatic success. That's a 3rd level spell. Yeah. As the chain ratchets it towards the large vessel, we can see this spectral entity lurching upwards and in a huge swirling arc. The grate beneath is opened up, and we can see it slamming this gemstone down with all of the force that it can muster. It and down into the hold of the ship. We can see crewmen slamming the grate down, and as the Gobbo has control of the vessel, as I explained with that centrifugal force, it veers offwards, and very quickly we can see on the deck the crewmen and the two of you probably sharing a look of, I imagine, relief for a moment as the astral sea very quickly encircles your form. The orchid veering off.
Tense.
As the camera lingers, it slowly pans down, and we can see the black hole itself beginning to kind of sparkle from within. There's a, what's the word, luster to it. And as the camera very slowly gets closer and closer, it traverses over to the other side where we can see an inordinate amount of time. It's relative when you cross through something like a black hole. We can see a tower. In that tower arises a old form. This form is, to be quite honest with you, it's wearing a muumuu with, it's a purple muumuu with these kind of cutesy little blue flowers on it. There's this kind of circlet of braided rope, a gemstone set into the very middle of it. And as it kind of rises about, it floats down the tower, where it begins going about its day, tending to its garden. This garden, inhabited by him, the small flaming skull of the traitor on the ship. And as the world begins to pan out from that camera, we can see those of you who are friends of Hooli's channel, the dark Disney setting, as it's kind of panning up and towards the sky once more. I would like to hear an epilogue from our survivors, please. Tell us, what's the rest for you guys? What do y'all do?
I'm gonna touch that shiny. Just once. I'm gonna touch it, and then I'm going to sing a lament for the great Leonin. Alphonse.
You feel a great presence. And when it touches you, it sees something in you. A means of getting itself back, maybe? Or maybe at least having some measure of influence. You can certainly feel something that stays with you for the rest of your life. It looks after you, tells you when somebody might be eyeing you a little sideways, but for the most part, it just watches. Will, what does our goopy little gobbo do?
Well, I am the captain now.
Hey, Captain.
I take command of the ship, I guess, because I'm the one that can fly it.
Yep.
And the first thing I do is change out our little decoration on the front here to be lion related in honor of our fallen friend.
Beautiful.
Thanks, mate.
And yeah, go about adventuring on the ship.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alphonse!
For Alpha.
Alphonse.
Hell yeah. Rest in power, brother. Well, that was a lot of fun, you guys. I hope y'all had fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
This was a blast.
It was incredible.
Aw, thanks, you guys. That makes me feel really good. Let's do our shout outs. Where can people find you? What good stuff are you up to? Soul, start us off, please.
Yeah, so I'm Soul. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Rolls. I've got a website, soulsrolls.com. You'll find a lot of blogs there. A lot of things about like health and wellness and gaming. You can find me on Twitter, Souls Rolls. I do a lot of talking about my games that I produce. Talk a lot about like health and wellness there as well. Twitch, Souls Rolls as well. Don't do too much right now, but look for me in the future. You can also find me here on DMDM Studios and also on -2 Charisma. On Thursdays, I run Scum and Villainy. On other days, I'm running other stuff. I'm kind of all over the place. But you can always find me everywhere as Souls Rolls. That's SOLSROLES, as in multiple different hats. Because I do a lot of different stuff.
Absolutely. Wear all of them very well, I must say. Thank you so much for being here, dude. So much appreciated. Much love as always. Jay, what's up, homie?
Cool. I am Jay. I am GMJ on Twitter. I have a website, gm-j.com. I am an editor and a writer, primarily editor at this stage. I will, however, have something coming out. If you are familiar with Red, aka Redemption, we are co-authoring something that will be released here in the next couple of months. Check it out. If you like anything Clockpunk related, we'll be a huge fan. Also, teaser, Red is going to be releasing a TTRPG sometime in the near future. And also, I do Souls Rolls editing and stuff. Check out his blog. He's got fantastic advice. And it is typo free, thanks to yours truly. Hit me up if you need that for yours.
Awesome. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for being here, homie. Much love, much appreciated.
My pleasure.
You're
Absolute
welcome back.
blast anytime.
Anytime, dude. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Anytime. Hell yeah. Will, my homie.
What's up? I'm Will, or the Burnt Coin, pretty much everywhere, and I make maps and other TTRPG content. I say that because I do stuff not just for D&D, you know?
There you go.
I can make a map for anything. But yeah, that's what I do, and I got a couple commission slots open right now, so if you check me out on Twitter, I got all my links there.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Will. And he's right, he can make anything. I saw him make like a modern house for Monstober last year, so.
Yeah, and a train car, like a modern one. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, literally anything. So check him out. Thank you, Will, for being here, dude. So much love, so much appreciation. Love getting to play with you. Can't wait for more. Well, folks, thank you all. Thank you for being here in chat. If you liked this supplemental content, it is called that we've been using. It is right there on the screen. Selenar Socketed Items. It is brought to you by Awfully Queer Heroes team members Kel and Scald. They are a fantabulous group in our TTRPG community. I would say cornerstones. I've known Scald since like my first week in the space, so I have a whole lot of love for that girl. She rules. But yeah, thank you to Cal and Skull for sponsoring the stream. Thank you for letting us play with this awesome content. I hope you don't mind if I keep using it. I'm going to ask you, obviously I'm going to ask you, but I would love to keep using it. This rules. This is like exactly what I need in Death Roll. It's already a high level campaign, so a little bit more customization. I know my players, that's what they want. If you guys think your players like customization, Selenar Socketed Items. Thank you again, Soul, for dropping that in. Once more, I've been DMDM Studios. If you want to catch more actual play content live, you can see us tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with Booty, Revenge of the Demon King. It is a 5e piratical adventure hosted right here with your boy Will down there on the bottom. Some of your other favorite faces from the TTRPG community, including my lovely wife. So that's going to be a grand old time. 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have Lancer being ran by your boy Redemption VA. Wonderful game master, content creator, and all-around great guy, so absolutely check that out. On Sunday, oh my goodness, Will, can you believe it? Can you believe it, dude?
Oh, I'm so hyped.
So fucking hyped. Soul, can you believe it?
I am beyond excited. I've been like just gnawing around the edge of it for like almost a year now, I think.
Oh,
I've been this is one of my favorite systems. One of my favorite systems with some of my favorite people in the TTRPG community. I am beyond excited.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I cannot wait. Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, the return of the Bushi Boys. It's Heart of an Empire, hosted by Lost Haven Art. Samurai Sunday returns. Woo! Yeah, baby.
Absolutely. Samurai Sunday.
Hell yeah. Cannot wait. So do not miss that. It is high drama. It is some lethal, lightning fast action, and it is going to be so fucking lit. Do not miss it.
Otokodate! Yeah, fuck, man.
Hell
Be
yeah.
manly men. What's up?
On Monday, Death Roll at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a high-level Spelljammer campaign. We are getting to a big city that focuses around the sun. One of the players is a vampire lord, so that's going to be a fun problem for them to deal with. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a blast. On Wednesday, Mouse Guard, hosted by The Last Omnitect at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I play a murder weasel. It's a great, great time. Do not miss it. On Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I run Call of Cthulhu Under the Jade Sky over on Redemption VA's Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/RedemptionVA. It's pretty fucking hectic. It's pretty fucking crazy. It's a lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. And then on next Friday, our good friend Will right over here is running Kobolds. It is a one-shot adventure that we are going to be getting up to all kinds of little kobold shenanigans, going crazy. I'm super excited about that, Will. Thank you for running that, man. It's going to be a blast.
Of course.
But that's it for us, folks. We're going to be rating into Heroes and Hooligans. I want to say thank you so much for being here. I surely do appreciate y'all. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow at 12:30 Central Standard Time. Bye!
Bye.